around to places, found interesting faces, whether young or old, no one left out in the cold. Take a long look around in places of renown, no one would wear a frown. And everybody got on down, sang a song or played along. The people that we meet came right up off the street. With a song and a dance, we gave everyone a chance. Yeah, we gave everyone a chance.
I'll see you when you get there, if you ever get there. See you when you get there. I'll see you when you get there, if you ever get there. See you when you get there.
We'll see you when you get there, meet you when you get there. We really care and want to share some time with you. We'll meet you and greet you. We don't want to compete, we're like a team. Sometimes a dream come true. Everybody gets a chance to do what they really want to do. Yeah, what they really want to do.
Thank you, much appreciated. All right, how you doing? I'm Adam Pacitti. This is Cunt. I'm really fucking hungover. Horribly hungover. Can't do it anymore. Can't do it. It's my week off, so it's all right and everything. But fuck me, was today a write-off. I got out of bed 25 minutes ago. I had a wash. had a wash. I feel like absolute shite. What was I drinking? A lot. I went out with Tom and his good lady, Alex. It was a wonderful night out. It was really fun. Only intended to go for a couple of pints. But we had 6 or 7, probably, pints. Just the 8 pints for me last night. No, we had 6 or 7 pints of ale. And then we moved on to this very posh, exclusive even, I think. Like Alex was saying, she was worried that I wouldn't get in because I was wearing trainers. It's that sort of place. Very fancy. You got to go up an elevator to get there. They don't serve Fosters. Crazy. What were we drinking? We were drinking old fashions. I had 2 or 3 of those as well. So I'm feeling like a fucking arse right now. I feel like shite. It wasn't Tory. Tom, I'd never heard of this place. It was at the bottom of the street that I used to live on. I'd never even heard of it. It's that exclusive. But walked in, obviously, and they went, "Hey, cultaholic, drinks are on us." That didn't happen at all. Everybody in there was really attractive. I felt very out of place. How are you all doing anyway? You're good? You're happy? You had a nice Halloween? Has it been good? I've got something to show you. I've got the video of me coming home last night on the Ring camera. I've watched it through. I don't think it really gives away where I live, but I struggled for literally 40 seconds to get my key in the door. This is me coming back at I'll quickly show you this. Thank you very much for the hype train and everything, by the way. Thank you very, very much. Cheers, we're on a level 3 hype train already. Thank you. Let me show you this. It's gonna work. It's gonna all be fucky. There we go. So this is me coming home. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. It's quite important that you can hear it, actually. One moment. It is a ghost camera. It's ghoulish. Can you hear it? Here we go. Me coming home. Bit of a stumble there. In my hand, there is 2 corner shop rolls. Oh, he's got the wrong key. Can't see what's going on. Desperate for a piss at this point.
Fuck off.
Swearing at the lock. Swearing at the lock. Couldn't he... There you go. He's finally in. He's finally fucking in after all that. But it didn't finish there. Oh, fuck off. Fucking thing. It didn't actually finish there because I must have been so upset with the door and my inability to get into my own house that I thought, fuck it, I won't shut it. So just left the door wide open until 1 p.m. this morning, which is when I finally got out of bed for the first time. Wide open. In Gateshead. Stupid thing to do. Very, very foolish thing to do. Fortunately, nobody broke in and stole my cat. They can nick everything else. They can have the telly. They can have my books. They can have the sofa. But there you go. My first Cultaholic stream. Let's see. Hey, Inside Riot. Great to have you here. Welcome. I should probably read some of these very, very generous donations, shouldn't I? Thank you very, very much, everybody. Cheers. Thank you. If you want to subscribe, you can do so for free. Using your Amazon Prime account if you got one. Everybody's got one now. It's the future, isn't it? We're living in the future. Link it up. There's a link there. Thanks, Lee. So if you want to do that, feel free. By the way, tonight we're watching Stephen Fry's Top 100 Gadgets, which is going to be exciting. I've never seen it before. It might be good. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I mean, Stephen Fry's hosting it, so I think it's probably going to be quite good. Stephen Skodes. 3 hours ago. Hi, Adam. How are you? I'm hungover, mate. Hope you had a nice day. I haven't. I didn't even eat my rolls, Stephen. I fell asleep next to them. I woke up and there were just 2 cheese and onion rolls on the pillow next to me. Hey, it was breakfast. And then I had a Taco Bell earlier. And I fucking hate them. And I don't know why I keep buying them. It was because it was free delivery free delivery on it. But they're fucking shit. Taco Bell is fucking rubbish. So salty and awful. It just tastes cheap and shit. And it wasn't that cheap. It cost me like 18 quid to get that delivered today. Taco Bell's drunk food. You're living the life. I sure am, Daniel. I sure am living the life. I hope you had a nice day. No, I haven't. Sadly, won't be able to tune in today, but wanted to stop by and say hello. Hey, Stephen. How you doing? I'm off from work on the 16th, so I can tune in then. Hope you're doing well. Big love to you, my friend. Have a lovely stream. Thank you very much, Stephen. Thanks for popping by. Much appreciated. Looking forward to the 16th. No cunt next week, by the way, because this cunt is meeting another cunt called Greg in Nottingham. I had to think about it there. Going down to Nottingham. Is that right? Nottingham. Yeah, I'm going to Nottingham. Can't even remember. I haven't booked it yet, Greg. I've got the tickets. I've shown you the tickets. So no cunt next week, I'm afraid. Apologies. But I'm looking forward to it. Cesaro versus Volta has been announced for that show. So I'm very, very... Because normally I don't get too excited. It's a house show, isn't it, and all that. But Cesaro versus Volta, that's a dream match. Merry Midnight. Hello, leader. Unresolved question from last week. Where is Mr. Pipes today? Living with the cats? Still stuck in that glory hole, waiting to suck in his next victim? I see what you did there. Very good. I've not stopped thinking about that show at all. I can't believe it, right? If you're watching a ghost show... And of course, because it's an episode of See You Next Tuesday with Adam Pacitti, of course it's a nonce ghost. Goes without saying, doesn't it? Stephen Skodes again. 400 bits. Thank you very much, mate. Hi, Adam. Always happy to see you. Hope your time off is going well. I'll be watching the rest of the stream tonight after work. You're truly one of my favourite people in the world and you mean a lot to me. Well, you meant to say my favourite person in the world, including friends and family, but yeah, Okay. I'm going to be booking my trip to Newcastle in the new year. Planning to go in the autumn. Can't wait to thank you and the team in person. Big love to you, my friend. Awesome. That's great, Stephen. Thank you so much, by the way. Cheers. And you're one of my favourite people in the world, obviously. Donna, hello. Hope you're doing good. Hiya, Donna. I'm doing all right. You doing all right? All right? 20 months. Thank you very much. Dark Blue, thank you very much as well. Hey, Adam. It's almost 2022. Will we get a bingo stream? Yes, in December. I've got to find a new bingo website with a chat room and that. Also, how's Mr. Happy doing today? I've neglected him today, to be honest. Not in any serious way, but I didn't even say hello until this afternoon. I gave him a stroke, and he was very, very vocal. He's obviously pissed off that I've spent all day stewing in my own shit in bed. Not literally. Chup Safari, thank you very much for the resub. 15 months. Britain Wolf, we're having a baby. What do you want to name it? Let's call it Mr. Pipes. No, let's not call it Mr. Pipes. You know what we'll call it? 9 months, by the way. Thank you very much, Britain Wolf. I read something the other day. I think somebody tweeted it to me. Last year, in the UK, there was not one child born called Nigel. And I think that's very, very sad. My dad wouldn't, because he actually hates his name. He doesn't like the name Nigel. So if we're having a baby, Britain Wolf, we're calling it Nigel, because he'll be the only one born this year. Isn't that mad? It's not. I mean, it's not like obviously, it's not a trendy name. Nobody's called it. But yeah. So if you're expecting, then maybe reconsider. So don't worry about your what do people call their kids now? Archie. My mum, when she was working at the primary school, every kid was called Archie. All like classic names are popular now, aren't they? What else was there? Help me out. Nigel Mansell, Nigel Havers. There was 2 born called Lucifer, says Kano. Not one Nigel. Nigel is worse than Lucifer, apparently. My dog's called Archie. Oh, okay, that's good. Kip Knoll. What's Kip? What? Have I said something horrible there? Anyway, right, sorry. Samster. Bingo and a bong soon yet? Yes. Yeah, no bong. Can't get away with the bonging. I don't like it anyway. That does nothing for me, the weeds. But yeah, we will get some bingo. On the go in December. 9 months, thank you very much. Zukov, Adam, why are Knick Knacks Rib and Saucy your favourite ever crisps? I don't like Rib and Saucy. Are you winding me up? I love nice and spicy. Delicious. I love the scampy ones that I don't think they even do anymore. Do they still do them? I fucking hate Rib and Saucy Knick Knacks. I think they taste terrible. Hutchmaster 1, haven't watched wrestling in about 15 years, yet here I am, 7 months subs to a wrestling channel. Shows the quality of these streams. Have a good one, cunt. Thank you very much. That means a lot. It's really kind of you. Thank you. 7 months. Cheers. Ross 240. Evening, Adam. I live in Glasgow, right next to where they're holding the COP26 summit. So far, Biden, Johnson, Merkel, Macron, and many more have gone past my window in their motorcade. Sadly, there is one leader missing. Must be his week off. Yeah, I couldn't make it. I had to go out and get pissed with Tom. Macron. I don't know why I did that. Thanks, Ross. Thank you, mate. Vile. If you're a fucking fair dinkum, fucking full-grown Englishman, this is what you'd have for breakfast, you fucking dog cunts. A fucking Newcastle brown ale. Long neck at 20 to 8 in the fucking morning. Get that up, ya. What? a fucking fair dinkum fucking full-grown Englishman. What does that mean? What? Newcastle brown ale. This is sacrilege. No, it's not. Nobody in the office drinks it. It's not a very nice ale. I know. You get hanged for that up here, but fucking hell, it's not a very tasty ale at all. There are far better, even just bottled ales that they're gonna have. Yeah, it does nothing for me. Biotic God, will I ever use my Prime subscription for another channel? Short answer, no. Long answer, fuck no. Looking to forward to another stream with Sexy Pachiti. Thank you, Biotic God. Boobs, it says. Biotic God boobs. You put there. 4 months, thank you very much. Alex Takeover, hiya mate. Hello Adam, sorry I can't make the stream tonight. My team is playing in the Champions League right now. I'll rewatch tomorrow. Have fun, everybody. And 2 hearts. Thank you, Alex. Always just lovely, isn't he, Alex? Thank you, Alex. Cheers. Who's playing the football tonight? Have I got stiff competition? The foosball. Special brew. I had a summer where I drank exclusively special brew. It's fucking awful, isn't it? Tastes terrible. Arkham, rumour has it, every time you enter the office, Andrew Dingle gives you 6 F5s in a row. I don't think he could lift me. I'm a fat bastard now. I don't think he could lift me. I've lifted him up on my shoulders before for something that we were going to film. But no, I can confirm that's not true. He can try it. United and Chelsea. Oh, that's quite a big It's quite a big game, that, isn't it? Lost Parlance, thank you very much. Resubbing. 12 months. Shocking Master, 9 months. Thank you very much. Ash, genuinely disappointed you didn't edit pipes into your Ring camera vid. Mate, I've only been out of bed for about an hour, mate. I've done fuck all today. Fuck editing on my week off. No way. Villafan Dan, love these 100 greatest shows. I remember hating them at the time, though, because there was one on Channel 4 about twice a day, it seemed. Yeah, they were really, really popular. The turn of the millennium, up until about 2006, 2007, maybe. They were constant. I think it's really good TV. I really do. Because it's like, I mean, people like a list, don't they, anyway? But it's quite fun sitting around the TV with your family, with your mates, whinging about what's number 7, should have been number 5, all that shite. Quite enjoy them. So yeah, we're pretty much run out now. There's a wiki of Channel 400 greatest. There's a load on here that I'd really, really love to watch. Let me grab it up here. I don't know if I've shown you this before. Yeah, we should do list videos. There's probably money to be made there, isn't there, Big Popper Pops? Full screen overlay. Look at this. It's probably a bit small. There you go. TV's 100 greatest moments. 100 greatest TV ads. Moments from Hell, which we did. Number 1 singles, probably couldn't do because of the music. Greatest TV characters, but the problem is I can't find any of these fucking things. Nobody's uploaded them. There's some like British TV torrent tracker, but I've tried, I can't get an invite for it. I can't even remember what it's called now, but apparently they might have it. This is the one that I really want to do. 100 worst Britons, and there's a single clip of it. By the way, if you find any that I haven't done, please do tweet them to me or DM me or something. 100 worst Britons. There's a clip of it with Liam Gallagher getting slagged off. Here he is at number 11. And obviously, right, Liam Gallagher at number 11 of the worst Britons of all time. Which is ludicrous anyway, isn't it? Don't get me wrong, he's obviously a bit of a knob end, but that's his thing, isn't it? That's what he does. Guess who they've got slagging him off? The number 1 worst Briton of all time,
Just outside
right?
the top 10,
Whoa,
it's
that's
Liam
loud.
Gallagher with Who Are You Fucking Looking At?
Noel is the kind
It's
of
all right.
sensible, very funny, very bright.
This is
older
bonkers.
brother. Liam.
And I assume he's going to be through the whole show.
I'm mad, me. I'm going to smack you in your
I
mouth.
hate her.
You're mad. I'm going to beat you up. You're...
Never said anything funny in her life.
Yeah, milestone creation.
Number 11, Liam Gallagher.
He's just a
Bit of a gobshite.
beery, violent, northern monkey boy. It's not good.
Bit much. Why did you
That's
very
wrong.
northern in there? What's wrong with being northern?
Over her.
Reason?
He's just very rude and very badly behaved.
I don't like Liam Gallagher.
Right, all the little,
cocky.
He's gobby.
the vox pops.
I've seen an Oasis concert before where he spat at the crowd, threw water over the crowd, and then he complains when he gets the water bottles thrown back at him.
Yeah,
He can hand
yeah.
it out, but doesn't like getting it back.
It could be, for instance,
Brilliant.
that they are goaded into being bad-tempered, goaded
Of
into losing
course.
the temper.
Of course. So maybe we won't. Maybe we won't. Imagine Jimmy Savile slagging you off. Calling you one of the worst Britons ever. Fucking unbelievable, isn't it? 100 scariest moments, sexy moments, ultimate film, Christmas moments. That might be one that we could. I haven't looked for that one. 100 greatest Christmas moments. I should probably do this in my own time rather. I've got donations and stuff to read. I'll be with you in just a second. Nah, it's not on there. I'll have a look around anyway. I'd quite like to do that. At some point. There we go. Yeah, Jimmy Carr. He was on so many of them as well. Kinch. All right. Just got an internship at the German FA, DFB, and I'm excited as fuck. Congratulations. I don't know what that means. The German Football Association, I assume. I don't know what DFB is. That's great. Congratulations, mate. Enjoy. Ewan, finally off on a Tuesday so I can watch the whole stream. Been looking forward to it. Great to have you here, Ewan. Thank you very much. Foxy Stowe on the prowl. Thank you very much. 12 months. 1 year with the best Twitch channel going. Thanks for all the great content. Much love to you all. Much love to you as well. Still love the username. Lord Brotovic. Hey up, big boy Pachiti. I hope you're not doing too bad. What a pleasure to see you on your off week. Hope Mr. Happy is also well after enduring the gaming lads cooking. They nailed it. He's grand. He likes the company. Nice to see you, mate. Cryptid Derby, thank you very much for 3 months. Bobby Needs, 7 months. Fuck off. That's what he said. That's not what I'm saying. 7 months. Cheers. Billy Gibbs, my favourite BG. I think I made that joke before. Wasn't funny then. Let's go Adam. Let's go Billy. Thank you very much. 9 months. Denia, thank you very much for 3 months. Ricky, thank you much for 18 months. Stephen K, love the streams, Adam. Love you, Stephen. Thank you very much for 7 months. Stephen Scodes, have some more bits, my friends. I meant to say you are my favourite friend in the world. There you go. You beautiful bastard, you. Lol, love you, Adam. Stephen, thank you very much. Hope work isn't too bad, mate. GY Goliath, thank you very much for 19 months. Once again, you and the rest of the amazing Cultaholic legends are helping me through a tough time with my dad in hospital. I'm so proud to support you guys, and it will never be enough for all that you've done for me. Mate, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope he's doing all right. I really hope he's doing okay. Natty Nugget, thank you very much. Congratulations to Films Knob for sale. Film Snob for sale. Did that last time. Fucked it. 2 months. Thank you, Natty. Cheers. Drinking McDonald's. Water out of a McDonald's coffee cup. My head's not in this today. Sean Burby, evening leader. How are you guaranteed to make a door cry? You twist its knob. That's awful, Sean. Well done. GY Goliath. Mate, don't... That's lovely of you. Thank you very, very much. Cheers. Gifting 5 subs. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Shy Fly and Ready to Cry. Moostrich. To Lee the Evil Chocobo. To Agginsby. And to One Free Man 316. GY Goliath. I'm sending you all my love. Really am. And your dad, of course. Arkham. Who let the sexiest man out of the Cultaholic Tory dungeon? Ooh. I mean, I wouldn't miss a Tuesday stream, except for next week's, obviously, because I'm watching the wrestling. Kenny, hello, Adam. Didn't expect to see you this evening. Is there anything better than a surprise cunt? Yeah, I can't think of anything better than a surprise cunt. I don't think so. How's your week off going? Good. Can't complain. I mean, I have complained. I've complained for about 20 minutes so far. But it's all right. No, it's really nice. Not setting an alarm, not checking Slack as much as I normally would, obviously. It's great. Yeah, really enjoying it. Kenny. Cheers. Benz, thank you very much. Resubbing. 7 months. Ben's 19. Hey, Kadjua. Evening, Adam. Great to see you again, mate. Hope you and Mr. Happy are well. Will we have to wait 2 weeks to find out number 25 to 1 like the toy countdown? Hey. As long as Virgin Internet, Virgin Media holds up its end of the bargain, we should be all right. Bastards, eh? Amy, have a great day, leader. You have a great day too. Thank you very much. Cheers for the resub. Nick Jordan. Hello, Adam. You beautiful working class hero. I like you. Hope you're having a great day, pal. I hope you're having a great day as well. You're completely right. Beautiful. Box ticked. Working class. Box ticked. Hero. Double ticked. Vile. Surely James Corden is the worst Briton. Fucking hate James Corden, me. Yeah, a lot of people do. I'll tell you who number 1 was. Because I don't think we're going to be able to watch it. It's very sort of its time, I guess. Tony Blair. Tony Blair got the number 1. The number 1 spot on there. So I don't know, maybe I will be able to find it. I'm going to have a look around for some of the other ones on that list. I've checked the ones that I really wanted to do, and there's... Anyway. Arkham. To be fair, to be considered the worst person in a country, you have to be considered human, something Savile is not. Fair point, rather. Agreed. Kenny, let's watch 100 sexiest moments. Been a while since we've seen Sergeant Pachisi. There's a lot of editing to do if we watch 100 sexiest moments, hopefully. I can't imagine there's going to be any tits or minge or willies on Stephen Fry's top 100 gadgets. Although, Fleshlight's got to be on there, right? Surely Mosey must be on the 100 worst Britons list before Mosey's time. Mosey would have been on the doors and the diamond strip at this time before he did his horrible shit. Darb Wow, what am I on about? Darb Wow, good evening, Adam. How is our leader? I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. Finally get to catch the whole stream today. Much love to you as well. That was a kiss. You put a kiss at the end. I don't know why I did that. Referee. Millist Box, brand new subscriber. Thank you ever so much. Ryan, evening leader, happy 1 year. Cunt has been a lifesaver this past year. You and all the culty lads, keep up the good work. And a little heart. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you for 12 months. That's a lot of support. Appreciate it. Curious Georgie, Adam, it's our first anniversary. Thanks for another great stream. It's been shite so far. I've just been blabbing on. I've got my head's broken. But thank you. Cheers for tuning in. Beardy Rory, absolute lifesaver over the last year. Love you, leader. Thank you very much, mate. Love you too. Rory, thank you for 12 months. Siren, thank you for 2 months. Professor Lemons, hiya leader, had a crap start to the week and I'm tucked up in bed now. A huge thanks for spending your day off with us. hey, listen, if I'm available, if I can do it, this doesn't feel like work. It's just watching British TV, isn't it? It's not. It's not the hardest job in the world, and I really enjoyed doing this. So yeah, I wasn't gonna miss it. Not for love nor money. I almost called it off because I was so hungover. To be honest, I'm talking shit. Yeah, because I was like, oh fuck this. I can't. You know what? I'm glad I got out of bed, full of Taco Bell, full of water, feeling like shite. I think we need a live cunt from Ipswich next week. I'm not going to fucking Ipswich. I'm going to Nottingham. There won't be a cunt next week. The only cunt will be Greg Diaper, sat on my knee because accidentally lost one of the tickets. Surprise! That'll be fine. Right, let's do it. Let's watch the show. We're only watching one show today. Stephen Fry's Top 100 Gadgets. There'll be no Bullseye. There's no Strike It Lucky. One show. If you don't like it, fuck off. I saw some people complaining in the chat last week saying, oh, when does this end? This is boring. Can you turn over? No, fuck off. If you don't like it, you can fuck off. There you go. So it's time for Top 100 Gadgets. One more. Nightmare. 24/7. 7 months of cunty heaven. You put county heaven. I think you meant to say cunty heaven. I don't know. Loving work at the moment, especially as under new management. I can't exactly say why, but let's just say my murder-inducing boss would get away with being an 80s TV presenter. Oh dear. I think we can all read between the lines there. Looking forward to another 7+ months. Nightmare, thank you very much. Cheers for your support. Sorry you've got a noncy boss. Let's do it. It might come in very loud. Hopefully it doesn't.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Spot on. That looks pretty spot on to me. Oh, he looks so young here, doesn't he?
It's the most dizzying,
very young,
illuminating array of devices and contraptions ever assembled in one television program. Come with me.
I have no idea. I assume the phone is probably going to be number one.
Welcome to my secret gadget bunker. From here,
right, there's a few clues here, right? The surfboard. That's not a gadget. It's got a radio, walkie-talkies. Spoilers here. The iron, that's a good shout, isn't it? The iron, the sewing machine, the chair, the walls, the pipes. Oh shit, Mr. Pipes, etc. The clock, binoculars.
Appliances and devices
bicycle.
That have touched and changed our lives for the better.
Scales.
From the laptop.
iPad, I can see at the back there.
From the
those are shit.
to the
so I'm not going to keep pausing this. I probably will, but I had that exact mower, and it broke within about 5 minutes. Fucking rubbish.
From the iron.
I want one of those robot ones, but they cost like 500 quid.
But these are not just any old gadgets. These are my favourites, lovingly and tenderly selected.
Do you think he curated this list? He's saying he did.
As we snuggle into the new millennium, we're more in love with and more dependent
Was that
on
Ulrika Johnson?
wonderful gadgets than at
The
any
Wii,
time in
the sat nav. I mean, your phone does half of this shit now anyway, doesn't it? Convergence.
Become gadget addicts.
Almost everyone you run into is a lover of gadgets. It's
Ricky Tomlinson.
hard to say. There's all sorts of levels of geekdom.
I love gadgets. I mean,
I love him.
Crazy
I think he's very, very handsome and cool. I don't love her. I think she's a fucking nutter. Rachel Riley holding a bra. That's something that I didn't expect to see today. Sorry. Ollie, I made sure to watch all of your YouTube streams during/since the pandemic, but only recently checked out the Tuesday streams, and now I'm annoyed it didn't sooner. You upgraded my Tuesdays from the 5th best day of the week to the 2nd best day of the week. You're truly great at what you do, Adam, whether hungover or not. King of the North. That'll wind some people up, mate. Thank you, Ollie. That's really lovely of you. Cheers. I'm glad that you found us here on Twitch. King of the North. Fucking hell.
One of the most simple things.
Yeah, she's a dreadful bitch.
I love gadgets.
CJ, thank you for 21 months.
And I love kitchen gadgets.
Weird man. The soda stream,
So
absolute
the gadgets
bullshit.
you will enjoy in tonight's show are not decided by a viewer vote. They are my subjective selection.
Okay, so it is
We will
Stephen
meet a
Fry,
gadget that
apparently.
facilitated Kate and Will's wedding.
Tool holding a tool there.
One that helped man conquer Everest. And a whole host of fun
telly, the
things
Kindle.
that make rather splendid sounds.
The wood. The tape measure, great gadget. You wouldn't think of it as a gadget, would you? But of course it is. Oh, it's Llewellyn. I love Cryon.
Clever, wonderfully attractive gadgets.
King of the North. That's really tickled me.
That no one could or should be without. I present my 100 greatest.
I'm
ever
excited about
gadgets.
this. I don't know what is considered a gadget. That's a good question.
Well, I think it's time we press the start button, don't you?
The amplifier.
Well, now, some of you may know that when it comes to singing, I'm a bit stumped. Can't hit a note. So this product, it seems to me, is the perfect gadget to begin with. It so pleased me when it was introduced because it proved that I was not alone. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
The microphone. The karaoke machine.
It's not until you get onto a karaoke machine that you realise that how you sing inside your head is very different to what
What's your
comes out of the
karaoke
speaker.
song? What's your karaoke song, ladies and gentlemen?
This scene is occurring.
That wouldn't be in my
sadly
top
throughout
100.
towns and cities
I think the
in Britain as
karaoke
we
machine
speak.
has brought
And
more
it's all
misery
thanks
than
to
pleasure into my
microphones
life.
and backing track
Gorillas,
with a
Clint
screen
Eastwood.
for
Oh, that's
the
an interesting
words.
one. Sex
The
Bomb,
component
Believe.
parts of the
Believe by
karaoke
Cher.
machine.
Do you
Karaoke
believe
machine,
in
think
love
about
that
it, is one of the
Where's she
best
got that weird
gadgets that's ever been
vocalizer thing
created
on?
because it allows everybody to
Back
be
from by
happy.
Take That. It's near.
And who's responsible?
And I've
for bringing such
reached
happiness
the
to our
final
shores? Why, it's the
curtain.
laugh
Faith
and
by
make
George
Japanese,
Michael. What a
whose
guy. I
invention
fucking
in
love George Michael. He was a
1971 of the
class
so-called
bloke.
empty orchestra
Oscar, my phone has been
allowed for
invaluable,
the
but my
ritual
top 3 are the
slaughter of
watch, the pocket knife, and the Zippo
forever
lighter.
changing
Sorry to hear about the
our
hangover.
behaviour.
Cheese and onion rolls won't hope that though, fella. You'll need some protein in you. Add some
It's like we've been
chicken.
liberated. It's like we've lost our Britishness.
I'd recommend a
Beginning
lovely
of the
neat
night,
tray.
won't
Fuck
even
off.
look at
Stay
the
strong,
person
leader.
you
I'll have a few beers
fancy.
tonight and feel your
The
pain in the
idea of
morning.
singing
Good, good.
Unimaginable
Please
to us. A few
steal my
beers later,
hangover.
We're singing Grease together. Amazing.
Matters to me. Why they put these plebs in it? There you go. Number 100, karaoke machine. Number 99, the Kindle.
Say hello to the
e-book
reader, a lightweight device which can store and display a whole
I don't like
library's
'em.
worth of digital books.
I'm not a fan.
I was an ebook skeptic.
Talk about
until I
Great
used
Britons. There's
At
one.
which point I realised I'd been an idiot.
The screen technology.
The screen technology is good. I'm not saying it hurts your eyes or anything, but I think that's quite a nice. It's a nice thing. It's really pretentious, this, isn't it? It is a nice thing to hold a book in your hands. I like the smell of books as well.
Experts are predicting that 30 million will have one next year. No wonder libraries are closing.
I have
They don't replace books. They're a brilliant complement to books.
Yeah,
When
that's
you
a nice
buy
way of
an
looking at it.
e-book reader, it's not like you become allergic to paper. You're a 21st century human being and you have the right to read it off a Ponzi machine if you want.
He's class, isn't he? I really like Charlie Brooker.
It's the new
I've got
ones
a couple of his books downstairs.
Apart from a mink coat.
What is that?
What more could a girl want?
What the fuck? Oh, the hairdryer. Wait, whoa. Is that what hairdryers used to look like? That's class, isn't it? That's so good. I'm hoping that she's actually just got a ginormous head and it's filling that whole thing. So I guess it would just form a pocket of warm air and dry. Yeah, that makes sense. Just try gifting a sub to Darkside Phil. Wouldn't work anyway. He's a bit spaffy for cheaty. He's banned off Twitch, isn't he? That's why, Vile. You got to watch him on YouTube. Snort. Arkham. Ebooks are great, but nothing beats having a physical book in your hand. I agree, mate.
What a girl want?
That is Nigel Linda. By the way, it was my mum's birthday.
Come a long way
Halloween.
since its invention in the 1920s.
She had a lovely day.
The hairdryer has been restyled many times.
Chatted to her on the phone for half an hour, and it was very, very nice. Good to catch up.
It's just such
Nothing
a
to
part
report.
of everyday life.
Looking forward to
now,
seeing
a
them at Christmas.
hairdryer, and everybody's got one. I
Don't know
mean,
who that is.
most people sort of buy a
James
new
Brown
one every 5
hairdresser,
years.
anyone?
Without
How was
this
Ipswich?
beauty
Fuck off.
which I could worship
Leave me alone.
at the shrine
She's on all of these,
my
isn't
hair
she?
is
CM Origins, by the way. Nice to see
Where
you,
would
mate.
I be without my hair?
She's on
dryer? I
all
would
of these
probably be
things.
locked away
Happy
in the back
birthday,
of my
Linda. Yeah,
flat because
she's
hair
looking
is
well.
one of my things.
Gok Wan has got a tribal tattoo. Didn't know that. Is that a tribal tattoo?
I do love
Looks like a
blow
tribal tattoo.
dry, I have to say. And you didn't think I was going to say blow dry there, did you?
Where?
My next gadget is essential for any
Oh,
self-respecting gentleman.
Sorry to keep pausing it. I know it's annoying. I've made a right cunt of myself. I don't know what I was thinking, but so I got a load of Swizzles Matlow sweets in, proper Halloween sweets, right? Your drumsticks, your those chalky lollies, that little bit of fizz to them. but ultimately they're horrible. What else is in there? Refresher bars, all that stuff. All good Halloween sweets. Had 2 trick-or-treaters. I don't know if it's like a COVID thing and people are being especially safe. I had pumpkins outside, and so I was left with a bowl full of sweets. Like, I spent a £5 or something or so on sweets. I had a bowl full of sweets. And without thinking, I thought, oh, you know what, I'll just be nice. I don't want all these sweets. I won't eat them. So I went and gave them to the kids that were playing outside. And I realised that you can't fucking do that. That's weird. It's fine, because I know the parents. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking, but I've literally given sweets to kids. I was just like, do you want the... They're in the bowl still. The day after. And I said, there you go. Have those. That's weird, isn't it? Fucking I was trying to be nice. Anyway, yeah, I was in my van. I was in my white rusty van when I did it, of course. Ash Smith, thank you very much. Cheers for 16 months. Kenny, I prefer physical books, but I find I read far more from Kindles as they're portable. For some reason, I find that I'm able to read much faster on them. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Adam Nonce Cheese. Yeah, thank you for that. Arkham. I don't know what I was thinking.
The attentions of an efficient
I chatted to the parents about it. I was like, by the way,
trouser press.
I know that's a weird thing that I've just done.
More specifically, the Corby trouser press.
The Corby trouser press? If there's no clip of Alan Partridge here.
A little less crinkly.
They do carry with them.
There's got to be a clip of Partridge. Oh, I love Lawrence as well.
Sense
the Corby trouser press.
Onanistic existence.
You don't need one. If you've got an iron, you don't need a Corby as well. Come on.
A world without a trouser press is a regression. Is at least stepping back, I don't know, 35 years in man's progress.
Outrageous. No clip of Partridge saying he's dismantled his.
The next gadget is the simple garlic press. An object that
Great gadget.
Utensil drawer in any kitchen.
Great gadget.
And there are as many types
I would consider that a tool.
There are dishes in which garlic is
a cooking implement.
But certainly I'm told that the press is the best.
The garlic press is great though. No smelly fingers.
Of the garlic. If you use a mincer, you tend to have the bitter central stem. But it seems to me the important part of it is peeling the clove. When you've got a clove, it's a bit of a
He's
fiddly
so
business,
charming.
isn't it?
I can't think of anyone except for myself more charming than Stephen Fry. He's just awesome, isn't he?
Garden hose. You simply pop the clove inside the garden hose.
What?
And just sort of rub it along like that. And it peels itself as it rubs.
That's weird.
And with any luck,
that's a
it
bit
just
weird. You
pops
can get
out
the little rollers.
all
Just get a little
beautifully
roller.
peeled. And then you can pop it in.
Rick Mail was charming, yeah. But a different sort of charm.
Oh,
Attenborough.
you could smell that with me.
Good shout. Bobby, I'm Adam I'm not reading that, you can't. Fuck off. I was trying to be nice. I shouldn't have told you that. The Olympic flame. What?
Of portable light. But where once it was flames,
yeah, David
now
Jason's
it's
very
modern
charming as well.
bulbs and
Good shout.
LEDs that light the dark.
This very, very
The torch.
good design.
The torch in the 90s. I would have thought that was a dead cert for top 10. We had one of those torches. Boo! Boo! Boo, you old slag! Right, moving on. The torch. The torch in 95 rather is
And as a very
bullshit.
frequent traveller, I
Hong
can
Kong.
testify that my next
Great gadget. Another one I wouldn't have thought of.
Companion to those on the moon.
Great gadget. I know exactly where that is. That's outside King's Cross, isn't it? That looks like the outside of King's Cross.
And as a very
Am I right?
traveller,
Have I got that from the pavements? That looks like King's Cross to me. Any Londoners? There is a post office that looks like that. Oh, it's outside. Yeah, that's King's Cross, isn't it?
What happened
He's done
before
it.
the wheels?
He's done it.
I mean, I couldn't do
What a
it. You'd
nerd.
have to do that really
Vile. My mate Jim
pathetic
Davidson is very
basket,
charming. You
big
know what I
break.
mean, Adam? Big break and all that. Oh, what a charming man.
Can you help me with my...
A visionary, a politician,
The wheels
a
gave
free
us
thinker.
freedom.
I suspect.
I can't. Oh!
that
In-betweeners.
It was invented by posh people who suddenly couldn't afford staff anymore and suddenly had to carry their own cases. Went, bloody hell. How did Cartwright carry these? They're bloody heavy, aren't they?
Actually, not quite, Martin. In fact, it's the ingenious invention of Captain Bob Plath, the Northwest Airlines pilot.
Which boarding gate?
Yeah, thank you, Martin.
When was it invented?
1989 added 2 wheels.
1989? You'd have thought that would have been there for... I thought that would have been around for... ages. I don't...
And
1989.
long
That's
handle to his suitcase
a
to
shocker,
make
that.
his journeys more,
Yeah, Simon's dad.
more manageable.
Taxi!
Well, it's always nice to see a happy customer, but of course, it could be argued that the craze of adding wheels to bags has gone just that little bit too far.
Has it?
You do these days see men with ridiculously small wheeled suitcases that a 2-year-old child could carry if they had a mind to it.
Has Joe Brand ever said anything funny? How is she on the telly? She's on everything as well. I don't think... Has Joe Brand ever made anyone laugh? Ever. Except for my mum.
To be a certain size when it becomes
offence,
a
Mum.
wheeled case. And anything below a weekend bag, stop it, you're a doofus.
Is she funny on Taskmaster?
Nothing
Bill
says
Watson comment.
good morning.
The
quite
toaster.
as
The toaster.
excitingly
Great
and
gadget.
deliciously as my
Joe
next
T, thank you very much for
cracking
15 months. Cheers, mate.
I cannot imagine a world without toasters.
We didn't have a toaster. I'm pausing this. All this is going to take about 4 hours to get through this 2-hour show. We didn't have a toaster. My parents only bought a toaster maybe 5 years ago. Shouldn't be in the 90s again. It's a great bit of kit. Obviously. We used to grill our toast. The more you know. Fascinating stuff.
You can eat.
Nah,
And you
nothing
can
wrong
eat
with a
hot
grill.
meals.
It's fine. But I mean, a toaster's so
Yes,
convenient,
it's the
isn't it?
beloved pop-up
Don't have to
toaster
keep an
which has
eye
been
on it.
creating the nation's favourite
Louis, good
comfort
evening,
food
everyone.
for
Good evening,
over
Louis.
80 years.
I use a toaster about 24 hours a day because I've got 3 children. And if there's one thing that children like to eat, it's toast.
Fascinating.
Or snot.
Grilled toast is great. We grill ours. Oh, maybe lemonade. The Soda Stream.
Great gadget is a 70s.
The Soda Stream above the toaster. This is batshit, Stephen. I've gone completely off him. Yeah. Why? We had a Soda Stream as well. What's the fucking point? It doesn't taste as good as a bottle of Coke, and it costs about twice as much to make. This is ridiculous. Alex Byrne, holy shit, 18 months. Crazy to think this streak started back in the early days of lockdown here in Ireland. Happy 18th anniversary, Adam. Thanks for all the laughs. Big love. Big love to you as well. Alex, thank you so much. Cheers. And Arkham, the Soda Stream was shit.
His
Yes, it was.
icon that delighted children.
A Soda
with the
Stream is this
promise of
thing, you put the concentrate in and then you carbonate your drink with the Soda Stream. But you need to buy...
Take it away, Heston.
You need to buy the
I remember
what's
so
it called?
clearly when we first got a Soda Stream.
Fucking what's the word that I'm looking for?
It was the most exciting thing. I had
Help me
friends
out
come
here.
over
You
from
need to
school.
buy the gas to put in it. What's that called? The
It's what I
cylinder?
love about
Gas
this gadget.
cylinder?
It is
Very Tory gadget.
fantastic at bringing back childhood memories, but we never lose the kid in us. Never. And so to be able
Gas
to
canister.
then
Yeah, there you
give
go.
that
You
same
gotta put
childlike
your-
excitement, but with
I
an
can't believe
alcoholic
they're
drink,
still around.
That is a marriage made in
Wait,
heaven.
I guess you could carbonate
But
wine. I didn't think about
With the
that.
help of this magical kitchen
I do like a fizzy wine.
I'm going to create probably the cheapest champagne replacement you could ever think of. This
Good
is where
shout,
the
that,
magic
isn't it?
happens. That sense of excitement, anticipation, and power.
See one in Asda for 20 quid. Austin, don't waste your time with it, mate. Because you're going to be stuck buying the cylinders for the rest of your
Never
life.
know the difference.
Just go and buy a cheap bottle of Fizzy Plunk from Lidl. Pointless.
At 91 is one car
The RC
I would
car.
call a gadget. Actually invented back in the 40s, they really
Great
took
fun.
off with monster truck versions in the 90s.
There's something really important about remote control cars for dads. I honestly can't think
He's
of
good as
a
well.
moment
He's
I'm
good at
looking
what he
forward to
does.
more than when my youngest child, my 1-year-old boy, first gets to
Azurin,
experience
Spunky
an RC
C,
car
thanks
with
very much. Cheers for the resub. 9 months.
It's just that.
Yeah,
important.
RC cars are brilliant.
Yeah.
Never had a good one. Oh, look at that. The proper old school handle with the trigger as well.
actually
The
have a go with it?
controller.
Are you serious? Can I have a play?
That's great fun. Oh, that's a really good RC car as well, isn't
The
it?
remote control car lies in the fact that all
I don't know
mainly
who these
blokes,
are.
some
T4.
ladies, like the idea of driving a car at speed and just smashing it into a wall. Sorry.
Great. I'm happy with that. That deserves to be on the list for sure.
Despite Bill Wyman's undying love
The
for
metal
it, it's fair to say that the metal detector is not exactly the trendiest gadget on our list.
Metal detectors will make a comeback,
People that use
I reckon.
metal detectors get a bit of a bad rap, I think. They kind of get looked down on slightly.
You get put in the same bracket as train spotters.
But to the deriders, I say this: don't knock it till you try it.
I have to confess, I do actually own a metal detector. I was given it by my grandparents. I think I was about 16 or something. I didn't find anything for weeks and weeks and weeks, but I still, like a sort of very faithful puppy, you know, kept running out and using it. And eventually we did find stuff.
It's weirdly pleasing, the action.
Nice.
The sweep, the slow sweep.
Yeah, I could get into metal detector. I think. Sean, I thought for sure the microwave would be in the top 10, but seeing flashlight and toaster in the 90s, now I'm not sure. Yeah, blame Stephen Fry, mate. Madness. The tent, the pop-up tent.
Camping gadgetry genius. Ultra portable tent that explodes into shape in a matter of.
They're great when you put them up, but taking one of those bad boys down and folding it into a perfect circle, not so easy. And I would argue that not really a gadget, is it?
I had
It's
a
tent.
pop-up laundry basket at home, and I thought, you know, why can't you combine the two?
She must be
Putting
loaded.
a tent and a pop-up structure together and making it easy for people like me to set up a tent.
Interestingly, though,
There's something
created a
quite
whole new
fun
problem.
about putting a
How to
tent
get the thing
up
back
as
in the
well.
bag.
It's stressful, but it's quite a satisfying type of stress. Especially, yeah, see? Jason knows the score. It's a fucking nightmare. Metal detectors are for nerds and losers. Thanks, Ewan. Cheers, mate. Nerds and losers. The toasty maker is above the toaster.
Who treated Mum to banana and jam?
Banana and jam? Not sure about that.
Say a very warm hello to the Breville toasted sandwich maker from Australia. Since it arrived on
I love a
British
Breville.
soil
I've
in
got
the
a
late
Breville,
70s, its
but I
endless
put.
versatility
Come
has
on,
been
above the
delighting
toaster.
and scalding our taste buds ever since.
I think I'd probably rather eat a toasty. I love the way that it compresses the bread and it goes really, really hard. The side bits,
Inside a
the
sandwich.
ultra compressed
Now,
bread bits,
that is really,
especially
really
if it's
hot.
soaked in butter, are
There's an
delicious.
awful degree of snobbery, but let me tell you.
Try taking a pop-up tent down when you're hungover at the end of a festival. Nothing
White
more
bread on the
depressing.
underneath.
I was a
Chuck
fucker
on
right
cheese.
when I was 16, 17 going to
slam
festivals.
down the lid.
So I worked at Woolies and they used to sell
Set it to
pop-up
a
tents
high
for
level.
20
Burn
quid.
the whole lot. Liquidize the cheese.
And I used to leave them at the festivals. It's not on. I was one of those twats. I'd never do that now.
Now, if our last gadget gets
It's
you a
alright. The
little
scouts
hot
go
and
round
bothered,
after and
the next one
collect them.
promises you a warm and
Very
tingly
wasteful though.
feeling
Yeah,
all
boo
over.
me. I do deserve to be booed for that.
The
Tell
electric
me you wouldn't
blanket
eat ham and cheese toasty over a fucking slice of toast.
It's
Oh, it's
an obvious thing.
Barney.
Hot water bottle, what's
Yeah,
that
you're
do?
right. You're
Well,
right.
it heats one part of your body.
Cheese
It's
and
an electric
pickle.
blanket changed everything, didn't it?
Delicious.
The whole of your body can be hot. All of it.
Too much for me.
Invented in 1912,
Too
and in a
sweaty.
whopping
I'm not a fan of the
50%
electric blanket.
homes By 1973, these plug-in warmers quickly became a favourite sleeping partner.
It's nice when you get into
I
it.
grew up in the northwest of England. In those days, houses were cold.
Fire
and a
hazard,
little
are
bit
they?
damp, and the electric blanket was the thing that made it bearable to get into bed at night. It was sort of instant.
We didn't. Oh God, is that George Formby? What a creepy looking man. No offense, if that's your granddad. I don't know. We just had a hot water bottle put in bed 20 minutes beforehand.
A simple
Couldn't
thing that
afford
basically warmed up your bed.
Think of the electricity bill, the Lecky bill.
Sliding in at number 86 is a
Okay.
gadget that, since its introduction in 2004, has revolutionised
Yeah, I
the
mean,
way
I
in which we pay for
can't complain about that, can you? Especially with contactless now.
Machine is a great gadget because
Makes
it
sense.
simplified the way
Not
that
very
we-
exciting
way we
one, but
pay
yeah.
things. You don't
Matt
have to
Hux, thank you very
carry around
much.
2
Cheers for
grand
the
if you're
resub,
gonna
13
go
months.
buy a car
I meant to say
anymore. You just
fleshlight, not
bang.
flashlight. Where would you rank the fleshlight, Adam?
But
I
this
couldn't possibly
fraud-reducing
comment. I
gadget
don't
has
own
created
one.
a
I
very
was
modern
bought one for
dilemma.
my 18th
How
birthday.
should you shield your all-important PIN number?
There's so many different variations. There's what I like to call
But
the
no,
the hawk arm.
The hooded claw move.
Oh, Ed Burns funny as well. Sure you
There's the
didn't.
pigeon.
I
You know, the
didn't.
people
I
that
didn't.
try and look at everyone while they're typing.
Our
in.
matter.
I'll
Hope
look
you have a
like
great
I'm
rest of the week
happy
off and a
to
great
think
time
this
in
thing
Nottingham.
actually I'm doing
Legally.
it
Thank you
with
very much. Cheers.
Is
I will
that
do.
paranoid?
8 months.
Is that-
Thank you so
does
much,
everyone
Our
do
Matter. What's your pin, Adam? I had to think about it. I couldn't. It didn't even. I almost said it as well there. The whistle.
Not a gadget. I mean, you know, Stephen Fry, I'm sure he's probably written a poem about it or something. Oh, you know, people don't realise the simple wonder of a whistle. Oh, isn't it incredible that man was finally able to make a noise louder than it... Oh, turn it in.
Excuse me, Rufus, but as a voice for those who use one, I have to tell you that the whistle is an emblem of control, a signifier of authority. It's most definitely...
Not a gadget. Not a gadget.
I think I'm on Rufus's side
yes,
here. I think
is,
Stephen's
Mr.
list
and it's
is...
my list.
Is it a gadget?
I'm putting it in. So there.
Yeah,
Well,
Bill
my
Alfonso
next
would be
gadget
nothing
is
without the humble whistle.
PDA, the Personal Digital Assistant. The term wasn't coined till around the early 90s, though, in fact, a first example of one was the Scion 1, a British invention. This, in 1992,
Oh, I want to see
came
this.
from the Apple Corporation. It's the Newton. Very
I
extraordinary.
remember
machine.
that.
Has a little pen that pops out, and, well...
They've gone the way of the dodo. You don't need that anymore, do you? Your phone does everything. That's why phone should be number one here, and I think it probably will be, the smartphone.
Greatest, gadgets.
I mean, it's just quicker to type, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah,
greatest
I thought so.
carpets.
Bobby,
Welcome
I bet
to
the
the greatest
Hogan George
carpets
Foreman
of
grill
all
will be on
time.
here, even though it's just a posh toasty maker for cats. It is good though. It's quite satisfying seeing all the grease drip off, isn't it? Knowing that's not going in your body.
I would struggle
The scissors?
to imagine life without scissors. I don't think there's anything that we've invented that betters them.
Whoever came up with the idea of putting two knives together with a hinge and going, you know, was very
Speaking
clever.
of charming men,
It was
Robert
actually
Llewellyn
the
is up
Romans
there.
who pioneered the first ever cross-bladed scissors way back in 100 AD. And come the 16th century, the pivoted pairs we now take for granted.
I mean,
had
scissors are very, very useful. You can't
Today,
argue with that,
over
can you?
400 years
Gadget?
on, we've become a bunch of spoiled
Yeah, it
scissors
is.
snobs.
To me, a gadget has to be, or should, is electronic, isn't it?
Doesn't muck about with things that really do the job.
Yeah, you can't really better a pair of scissors. The treadmill.
It's
Again,
evident
just
that
go
I'm
for a
not one
walk,
for
go for a
rigorous
run.
Workout, but I can still appreciate the appliance of science that goes into gym equipment, and nothing tickles my fancy more than the 1963 gadget that was the Bull Worker.
Ah, I want to pierce my nose and chase a Spaniard through a narrow street at the mere mention of the beast. And this is the Bull
Never seen
Worker.
one. The Bull Worker.
been so designed that you can compress it like
Scissors will fall under
Or you
tech,
can
but certainly not a gadget.
stretch it.
Take it up
The
with
Bull
Stephen
Worker
Fry,
was
mate.
a one-piece muscle-strengthening gadget.
I mean,
in
that
many
above
ways
the toaster
was the
is
first
fucking
complete
outrageous,
home
isn't it?
Gym device for whatever part of the anatomy you choose.
Useful in the winter, though. Get a coat, mate. Get a coat.
Yeah.
Grow up.
I can feel my horns coming through.
The electric shaver.
At number 81, it's an essential for the Dapper Don, a gadget designed to simplify...
That's ridiculous, isn't it? Because you are going to get...
It's an essential...
Well, first of all, he's got a... he's clean shaven anyway, and he's not done that with an electric shaver. Also, he's going to get it all down the seat. It's going to go all over the interior, on the car.
For the Dapper Don.
Outrageous. Who's the guy with the moustache? Rufus Hound. Is that what you mean?
Your beard removed, your face is soothed, only with Phyllis Shave.
The electric shaver is a great gadget to me personally because wet shaving just savages my face. I can't do it.
I've been
So
epilating.
The electric shaver is an absolute godsend.
Because I'm really prone to ingrown hairs. I've got a couple there at the moment, but I've been epilating my neck. Any ladies or gentlemen in the chat who epilate on a regular basis, I pity you. Because fuck me is at agony. It hurts so much, doesn't it? My mum used to have one. I remember my mum had one that was like a coil. It was like a spring that would vibrate. It was an epilator when you make dirty. It's her birthday yesterday. Grow up. Day before. And it would trap the hairs and pull them out. And I remember she once let me do it on my arm. And I don't have hairy arms. But Very, very
My next
painful.
gadget is
What's
the
this?
crafty criminal
Handcuffs.
catcher we call the handcuffs.
Yeah.
A ratcheted mechanism invented in 1862.
The handcuff signifies law authority in my eyes. Like, seriously, I was like, you see a policeman with a handcuff, you're like, yo, that guy means business.
I don't want to be handcuffed.
they all
I
have
tried. I
handcuffs.
want to be
What?
handcuffed on TV. There we go. Oh, and then this. You're going to handcuff me to the chair, aren't you? Amazing.
For over a century, handcuffs have endured as a powerful
Very satisfying
symbol of
sound, that,
law
isn't it?
and order.
I like that.
However,
Stephen makes
in
good
recent
use of
years,
handcuffs,
there's
I
no
bet.
need to develop a
Sin
new
King,
and
do
altogether
not speak about
very
Stephen
different
Fry in such a way.
Handcuffs, I'm pretty sure, weren't
Please no tits. Please no
invented
tits.
to be covered in pink fluffy fur and carried around on stag and hen do's, but as soon as someone said handcuffs, you go, oh yeah.
Handcuffs is Adam
Has
Pagee's favourite
anybody in the
foreplay.
last
Thank you,
20
Arkham.
years
Cheers.
Heard the word handcuffs without thinking kinky sex?
My mind didn't jump to it. Maybe I'm just so vanilla. Stephen makes good use of handcuffs, I bet.
Night vision
Outrageous.
goggles were once
Night
the
vision
preserve
goggles.
of the military, but in recent years they've
Can't say
become
I've ever used
available
them.
to
Yeah,
you
they're
and me.
certainly very, very useful.
Night vision's brilliant. I mean, not only
Sorry.
very cool, but you can see at night. I mean, what's not great about that? It's like something out of, X-Men.
Ever since their use
Here's
in
a
the
bizarre
Vietnam
list.
War, the distinctive, slightly eerie green phosphor images created by night vision goggles have permeated popular culture. But if excitement's your thing,
I'd
then
love a
why
go
not
on
buy
some.
a pair and become your very own super sleuth.
I'd like to
secret
play
agent.
with it. I don't know, they're
Oh,
probably quite
wicked,
expensive,
aren't
aren't they?
Oh, look, like I'm going to
Your mind did not jump to kinky sex with a handcuff because it's not kinky for you. Thank you, Arkham, again.
One
Cheers.
reason that I'm being
the
vaguely
spectacles.
coherent at the moment is that I'm reading from a script. Yes, it's true, dear viewers. But I wouldn't be able to focus to do that without my next
mean, yeah,
gadget, a
incredible.
contraption hooked on
I mean,
my
I-
ears, but vital.
Not those ones, but I can do this stream without. I couldn't see without them, right? So surely that's top 10. Is it a fucking gadget? I don't know. I think we're going to spend the whole list worrying about what is and isn't a gadget if we think too much about this. But like they've changed lives for millions, if not billions, of people.
Vital for my ailing eyes.
Is it a gadget? No.
They are
of course
absolutely essential for some people because they mean that you can read things, that you
Eyeglasses
can
is
see
getting tech,
big
but not a
blobs in
gadget,
the
says Arkham,
distance,
yeah.
which hitherto would have been a bit fuzzy, and it could either have been a sea monster or your granddad.
I like her voice.
These days,
One thing I do like about
68%
Jo Brand.
of
I think her
adults wear
delivery is
glasses
good.
or contact lenses. But when you're a child subjected to heavy
jokes are-
NHS specs, improved eyesight.
See, these
can
are all
come-
fucking trendy. It looks like a young Vic Reeves, that. These are all trendy as fuck now.
When you're a
Not
child,
those, but that's like Rivers out of Weezer wears those, doesn't he? These are cool.
subjected to
These are cool
heavy
hipster
NHS
glasses.
Specs, improved
Same with
eyesight can
those.
come at the cost of cruel playground jibes.
As a kid, wearing glasses, you were constantly the butt of jokes.
Yeah,
I played the
specky
violin,
four
and had
eyes.
braces, so it wasn't looking good for me, was it?
And of course, as age creeps on, there's the need for these ones, the reading ones, because you do spend half your life.
I was thinking about this the other day,
the menu
how nice
or
it would
looking
be
at the newspaper.
to be able
And
to see. Because I lost my glasses the other day. They were under the bed, thanks for asking. But I woke up and I was looking around. I was just thinking some people can wake up and they can just see. They can see everything. They don't have to have this mad scramble every morning. This blind fucking move. It just... I can't... It sucks. And my eyes are getting worse and worse as well because I sit in front of a computer all day.
This is a
talking to you
perfect
weird
natural
lot.
place to hold your book.
I'd love that feeling. Yeah, Sam. Me too. Sin King. Fun fact, they say that glasses have pushed all kinds
Next
of development in
up is one of
science
the
incredibly
simplest
because
yet most
scientists have at least
enduring
20 more years of
gadgets
productive
ever
work
invented.
being able to work more
Bells are
effectively. That makes
ceremonial,
sense.
Bells
Didn't even
mark
think about that,
time,
yeah.
Bells are sort of part of the structure.
I'd quite
of
like the laser eye
live
thing.
life.
I got offered when I was at
Well,
What
Bell are
Culture.
wonderful things.
A company
Of
got
course,
in contact
full
with me
Bell
saying, "We'll do your laser eye surgery for free if you give us a plug on Twitter." And I went, "Nah, don't worry. I quite like wearing glasses."
What's not to love about the monstrous paper-eating
Should've gone for
monster that is the Shredder, once beloved of
Fist of
politicians,
Valhalla, thank you very much
it
for
is
3
now
months.
a staple
Cheers.
of many a home office.
The Shredder.
Shredders are brilliant.
Shredders are fun.
because of the way that they just
My grandparents used to let me shred all of their junk mail. They would save it up for me because I loved putting it through the shredder so much. They had an electric one.
Sums up the paranoia of modern living.
I filmed with him, Robin Ince, for the Girl of My Dreams thing. I made it private on my channel.
Ketchup stains.
I didn't like it in the end.
The used baby things. And steal my
He's a very funny man, very clever man.
But there are some who just get
Shredders are just Tory scissors.
Pleasure.
It's difficult to put into words.
That's a beast, isn't it, that one?
About using a shredder. I shred things I don't really need to shred at home. Just have a big pile, let the pile build up, and then just have an hour of shredding.
Yeah, that's fun, that, isn't it? It is satisfying, I agree. Booker Jataz, thank you very much, 19 months. Bullshit. I mean, yeah.
Pleasant land trim is my next gadget, without which
the lawnmower generally, but not a fucking shitty broken fly mower.
Lost in the undergrowth, and we'd be deprived of that delicious smell.
Don't call anybody.
Grass,
what are you doing, Chris Chan? Sausage roll, Sammy.
There's all
That's
sorts
what
of
you're
ways
doing.
of cutting grass. Sheep, goats, a scythe, but probably the only one that can give you the stripe is the lawnmower.
The lawnmower, if it makes you think of anything, is bloody hard work.
Now, who on earth invented grass anyway?
I remember my father had a Suffolk Punch. It was a petrol mower.
That's a beast.
Took
I want a
2.5
petrol
weeks
mower.
to start, and probably burnt off about 3,000 calories.
Lawnmower tech has certainly come a long way in the past 100 years.
You've got robotic lawnmowers that charge themselves via solar panels on the top. So they use GPS to map the route around the garden, and they use cellular technology to text message you and tell you when the job's done, or you can text message them to start them up. It's bonkers, really.
That is bonkers. I'm legit terrified of lawnmowers. Final J, why? They're my biggest fear. Well, come on. Have you had an experience? Has something happened? I mean, I electrocuted myself on one quite recently, but they're not scary. You just need to treat them with tenderness. I almost lost 2 fingers to one when I was a kid. Yeah, that'll do it. They're quite intimidating. The thermometer up next.
Once upon a
The
time, my
electric
next
thermometer, I
greatest
guess.
gadget was simply a glass tube of poisonous mercury. And although the basic thermometer has now gone all fancy, it is still quite simply indispensable.
A lot of diseases can be diagnosed just by their temperature profile. So what the temperature is doing on what day is absolutely the same every time, and you can therefore diagnose what hell the
Not a gadget,
disease
is it?
is, and that's really quite important. So a thermometer, I think, is a key
See,
tool
it
in a
happens,
doctor's bag.
It's also a key tool
What about
in
the anal
kit of any
thermometer?
would-be
Well, I don't think there's. I don't
You
think there's
would by putting
special.
it in a cup of tea,
There's anything special
prove
about
to
the
whoever
anal
it was
thermometer,
taking
as
the
far as I know.
temperature
I think it's
that
probably
you
just
were
a
the
shape
same
different. It's just a thermometer.
as boiling
I've never
water.
had to have one
And
up my bottom.
medically on fire.
Bless you!
No student would ever
Yeah,
survive
nice.
university without my next
Tin opener.
gadget, the tin opener.
Again, you don't really
Tin
need them that
food was
much now.
created
They're
in the
the ring
19th
pulse on
century
everything.
as an
Just
alternative
fascinating
to the
commentary
heavy
on this,
glass
Adam.
jars the
I
military
don't know why I'm not a
used to
talking
carry
head on it, but
supplies. In the early days, a soldier had to use a knife or even a bullet.
it's pretty rare to get one without, isn't it?
And was
Now.
an astonishing 40
I agree.
years
This should be
later,
top 10.
The gadget was invented to remove the lid.
I don't know how true it is, but my mum once told me that if something is tinned and it's airtight, obviously, then it will last forever. Like, you could quite safely open up a tin of Spam from World War II. This is riveting, Adam. Fuck off. I'm doing my best. No? Is that true? Is that true? People are saying true, not true. Heard not forever, but a while, I think. You reckon you could eat a tin of Spam from the war? Depends what's in it. Why would it depend what's in it? It never goes off. Not true, Adam. Ashens has disproven the tin theory a lot. Oh, okay. I was about to get on eBay and buy myself a tin of old Spam there. Johnny Boy Prime. Hey, Adam, here's an idea for a Christmas video. You buy the worst rated merch from the WWE AEW, plus a couple of bootlegs, and then get everyone in the office to play White Elephant, Dirty Santa. What's White Elephant, Dirty Santa? I don't know what that is. I'm probably going to do another Wish video fairly soon. It's hard to find. We've bought so much shite over the years. Ashens has proved that it's not necessarily true.
Sir
Frey
Clive
Bentos.
Sinclair is one of Britain's all-time greats, a kind of genius.
Okay,
One of
what's
the
he invented?
reasons is this, the Sinclair ZX Spectrum.
Nice.
16 or
That's a
even
gadget. That's a
48K
gadget, for
of
sure. Finally, a
computing
gadget on the
power
gadget show.
At your fingertips in 1982. In many ways,
White
this
elephant,
device,
dirty
this
Santa.
remarkable man kick-started the
Dirty
British
Santa?
IT.
You mean Secret Santa?
Before
Dirty
Sir Clive's
Santa.
creation came along, computer games were the preserve of amusement arcades. The ZX changed all that. You simply plugged the computer into the TV and played games without needing a pocket full of 10p pieces.
But it's kind of like...
Did you have to do it with
a
the
little
keyboard?
punk
Did you not have a
moment,
games controller
for
with
those
it?
kids growing up in the early 80s.
This was the first kind of computer where...
I've never actually had a go on one. We had an Amiga. You can buy those now. You can buy those, which is it's just a fancy bit of hardware with an emulator on it.
Sparky was one game.
I remember having Batman on this, and it took about an hour to load it up. And then if you died, it was another hour. But you accepted that? Yeah, that was fine.
But then it was all keyboard,
it was a
right?
great little machine. I loved my Spectrum.
Jeez, Mousetrap.
What's brilliant about the Mousetrap is it's
a bit cruel, isn't it?
Quite vicious.
This is like some sort of medieval mouse torture chamber.
It's a mousetrap. It's designed to kill mice. What are you on about?
This is one of the things that makes a gadget absolutely iconic, is its simplicity.
And what a gadget. The classic Little Nipper mousetrap whose jaws slam shut at 38 thousandths of a second.
I'll use
4,000
live baits and let
patents
them
have been
free.
granted for
Yeah,
other
I think a lot of
designs,
people
but for me, the Nipper
probably do that now.
classic
I remember
and
I
the
used a
best.
mousetrap when I was at university, and it was quite a
If a mouse enters your
quite a horrible experience actually, because the mouse got trapped, but it didn't die. I thought it would just like break its neck and it would just die quietly, like you'd hear it go off. I heard it go off, and then I just heard, and the mouse was like trying to get out of it, and I think it died quite a painful death. Sorry, it's meant to be fun this stream,
When
isn't
my
it?
next
But
gadget came
they're
on
pretty.
the scene, it added a dash of Hollywood glamour to suburban life, the Cine projector.
It's not a
However,
pleasant
the silver screen
experience.
magic soon wore off as generations were
The
subjected
projector.
to feature-length
I
presentations.
just hit him with a
of some
hammer.
of the worst cinema
Fuck, get out.
ever made.
Fucking psychopath in the chat.
Saying, here's Dean going into the sitting room. Well, we can see Dean going into the sitting room. We don't need to describe it, okay? And here's a picture of the Eiffel Tower. Yes, I thought it was the Taj Mahal.
We'd never been anywhere other than Western Supermare, you know, so seeing film in colour of Italy, no sound, was just amazing. There is something I love about Super 8 footage. It was sort of magical at the time because it was a photograph that moved and it had no sound. So all you ever connect with that sort of Super 8 footage is...
They're really.
It's like you
just
go into
like
a mini film.
just a
theatre
charming
at
thing to
home
watch,
where
isn't it?
You don't quite sit down with popcorn, but you sit down and have a nice doze anyway as Uncle Neville drones on.
Yeah, lovely. Nothing wrong with that. Johnny, thank you very much for the bits. And say thank you. 69 is not a sexy one. Well, actually, you could argue. You could argue the case. This is something that I was going to get for a stream at some point, because you can get USB ones with like a live video feed off Amazon for not that much money, like 20-30 quid. I thought that'd be quite interesting for a stream, but actually it wouldn't, would it? I think it would get boring really, really quick. After I'd looked around for a little bit, magnified a t-shirt, and well, there's nothing in here that'd be it'd be look at your spunk. Could you see spunk in? If I got one on Amazon, I'm not going to do that, obviously. It goes without saying I'm not going to fucking magnify my spunk on stream. But would it be visible? People are saying yeah. Only one way to find that. I don't think we'd get away with it. Priest 55 just says boring. That it wouldn't be boring. If I could show spunk on stream, little live, you can see them swim. Oh, I really want to know now. I figured you would probably need proper lab quality. If it zooms in far enough, you'll see it. What sort of magnification would it need to see spunk? Times 1,000? I don't think it did that. I think it only did like times 100. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just thinking out loud. Gall Games. Thanks for the resub. No, brand new subscriber, actually. Thank you. Adam Jones, 11 fucking months. An absolute pleasure to be here. Between work being gash and my partner being poorly, you and the lads are an absolute treat and room for escape. Massive love to you, lads. Massive love to you as well, Adam. And I hope your partner gets well soon. Vile, can you microscope my penis, Adam? It needs to be magnified, not like your massive 12-incher. Thanks, Vile. Pop on over. Johnny Boy Prime. Dirty Santa / White Elephant is a game where you choose a present to open and then people have a chance to steal it. You might remember it from the Christmas episode of The Office US. I don't watch The Office US, mate. I've got taste. The one where Michael got Ryan an iPod and Jim got Pam a tea kettle. Don't know what you're on about.
Tiny things.
We'll have a look at doing it. We might do something like that.
But you put them under this magnifying glass. And
GY Goliath says you need 400 times magnification to see sperm. Let me just check what the...
Which looked like the Isle of Wight.
USB... Look like the Isle of Wight! USB microscope.
Oh yes, the modest fan, the gadget that can
they're 20 quid. Look at that, 1,000 magnification. It does it for $17.99 with Prime delivery. We could see spunk.
Years we've had rotating ones, handheld ones.
Holy shit!
Even
Need a
bladeless
litre
ones.
as well. I mean, fuck off. A litre of spunk.
Phrases.
That'd take me days to produce. Sin King, Adam, let's not kid ourselves.
Shit really hit the fan.
Oh, the fan! Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention.
But then...
I've got one of those Airblade ones, and I thought it was going to be silent, but it's just not. It's a stupid gimmick. And they market it on the fact that you don't get that choppy feel. So that's why it's £200. Bullshit. Adam, let's not kid ourselves. You're dried up as a 6-year-old peach.
Digital technology has changed all that.
Do it for science. I'm not going to do a spunk stream. Sorry, I can't. There's no way we would get away with it. I'd be interested to see it, but I'm not showing my fucking...
Boy, can you hear? I've tried them. They are brilliant.
No. Wait, what was that? What was that? I totally missed that. What is that? Dentures?
Of hearing, but since the 1950s,
oh, the hearing aid. Yeah, that's a gadget. That's nice. That's a really nice one as well. Improved a lot of people's lives. Nice.
These days, hearing aids are in-ear, tiny little sort of pea-sized things that you absolutely can't see. But boy, can you hear? I've tried them. They are brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, my friends, it's time to say hello again to a
pager. Fucking hell. I've never even seen one.
Oh, bless.
Yes, the mobile phone may well have sounded the death
Could you
knell
send
for our
text messages on the pager?
It's
necessary to meet us. Yeah, you can. I thought it was just a thing that maybe you got an alert from somebody. So
becomes obsolete.
A pager. See, I remember them being like on every TV program going, but I never saw anyone with them. They felt like an American thing. You had to call a third party to send it. Oh! I didn't know that.
Little magic matchbox full of little Ceefaxy images that tell you when you've got to phone your mother up and go home for your tea. Lovely.
Pager above the toaster.
Tomatoes
At least pages
and
are gadget.
cucumbers being massacred.
The food
This footage
processor
tells you
or
everything you need
processor.
to know about the buzz created when the first food processor was unveiled.
Great gadget.
Back in
That's definitely a kitchen gadget.
They have made
and
our
they're
lives that
class.
much easier.
They are class.
They've also allowed us to do things
Medical
we couldn't do
field
before.
still
You can
uses the
imagine
pager.
some of the
Oh,
chopping
right.
and
Why is
curing
that,
we have to do
Arcan?
now, if that all had to be done by hand, knife, most of us would probably give up cooking with too much like hard work.
Well, I'm with my next gadget now, which is a little robotic dog
Outrageous.
called an aibo, which is a Japanese word.
I'd love one of them.
Synonym of pal or partner.
But to put that in the
And,
top 100,
these little fellows have
that's like the
CMOS
definition of a
eyes to
gadget,
see
isn't
with,
it?
And they have
Robot dog.
My day was
Reliability
very
and easy to
good,
carry
thank
around.
you for
Oh, makes
asking.
sense.
And they're very polite, as you can tell. They made 5,000 of the first generation, the ERS 110, if you want to be nerdy, in 1999.
Oh.
And they sold out in Japan 3,000 of them in 20 minutes. The other 2,000 was sold out.
How
in
much is
America
that? What was
in
that
4
dog
days,
called?
making it the fastest selling.
What model
cyber
dog was
pet of
that?
all time.
Love you and the gang, Adam. Thanks for making everyone happy. Oh, bless you, mate.
Oh,
Cheers, Vile.
you think so? I'm going.
What's
I
that
will-
called? What's that robot dog called? I
I'll
want
be
to see how
back
much one of those
soon.
is. JL saw
Goodbye.
you as well. Thank you very much for the resub. Cheers.
Oh, and now he's having a pee.
Clifford. No, fuck off. Aidbo. Are you joking? Aibo. Okay, Aibo.
If I'm not mistaken, I hear the sound of some block rocking fat.
Holy
beats
shit,
approaching.
they've the boombox. They've got really. Look at that. They've changed a bit, haven't they? I think that's really cute. Really cute, in fact. The Sony Aibo. Robotic puppy powered by AI. I bet they're really good now. A day in the life of Aibo.
In my life.
Oh, it's got little LED screens for eyes.
Today I discovered something new about it. I have a lot of toys.
Oh!
Them as much as I like. My toys are all pink. Body weight works fine as well. This one.
It doesn't seem to be able to do much. It's just sort of standing there.
Actually love in their faces.
Oh, it is cute. Go on then. Guess how much? I reckon 400 quid. 5k? 3,000? 499? I think that seems reasonable. Fuck off! $3,000 dues. And you need the, I assume you need this, the cloud plan renewal. You have to pay a yearly subscription. Holy shit. Well, I'll just get 2 because I don't want it to be lonely. That is nuts, isn't it? Fuck me. Right, sorry, back to Stephen Fry. He is
to
cute.
prove how streetwise
God,
I
back
am,
your
my
dog
next
up.
gadget is the superb cassette boombox.
Yeah, the boombox is great, isn't it? That is beautiful. That is a beautiful bit of
I mean,
kit.
this has everything. It has loudness. Who wouldn't want loudness? A tape select. There's a chrome tapes or metal, which it's
Yeah,
also.
that's a beautiful.
I mean, this is what people thought the future looked like a long time ago, like big and tape. They really were synonymous.
There,
at the
I'm just
time.
going to fill my
and what
water
music
bottle,
was,
not my
which was
water
a thing
bottle, my
that
McDonald's
people
coffee
could
cup
do
up.
together, and listen to together.
Number 62 is...
Once communication was difficult. Now we're on call 24 hours a day. In many ways, my next choice started that trend.
What is that? Oh, the baby monitor. Is that a baby monitor?
Behold the answer phone.
The answer
a gadget
phone.
dedicated to recording voice messages.
The fact that you could take your mood, your urgency, your voice, and leave it on tape for someone else to play back. It was like something from Star Trek.
Was that Eamon Holmes, I heard?
This gadget arrived in our homes in the 1980s, and although blindingly
Jesus
simple,
Christ, I hate the accent.
confused
Who? Eamon
all
Holmes?
who
I like
came into
Eamon Holmes'
contact
voice.
with it.
I don't like much else about him, but...
Eamon, is that you? I don't know. Oh, I hate talking to these
Oh, he's got a
things.
lovely voice.
I don't know if that's...
Hello,
I
mother.
don't know if he's there.
Hello,
I
father.
don't think he's there.
Here I am
the
at
phone goes down.
Camp Granada. Number 61 is the... Okay, the...
Next up is a gadget that brings the
stove.
kitchen to the countryside.
The
It's
portable stove.
camping stove.
If you're really embracing the camping
Stephen
lifestyle,
Fry's.
you're
Remember
obviously
old
gonna go off and do
shite?
some sort of
It is a
hike
bit, isn't
or
it?
something, and you need a full stomach, and the camping stove will ensure that you are provided with that.
Yeah.
But hang on, this mini
I hate the
fire
people
breather
that take
doesn't
those
just
to
exist
festivals.
fuel
Sorry if that's
campers.
you.
No,
Just think,
no.
oh, come
It's
on, you
been
can
the
go out
driving
with
force
beans for
behind
one
some of
day.
history's
Just there's hot
greatest
food
ever
available. I know it costs about 40 quid for an all-day
The
breakfast.
camping stove is actually, I think...
I just hate people that are so well prepared for stuff.
Because this thing...
Because I never ever was.
Say up to Camp 6
Warm beer for breakfast, thank you very much.
and you have a brew, that gets you to the top. So this thing has got people to the top of Everest.
What
it's
Simpsons
got
episode
people
is that?
to
Is
the
that Bart
It is the
shoplifting?
most
It is, isn't it?
extraordinary
Yeah, it
gadget
changes
you
the
could ever
tape
imagine.
from the security guard. Number 60.
Ah, the wonders of al fresco.
Oh,
Britain.
come
They just
on.
wouldn't be the same without the
Very wasteful.
Of course, previous generations.
I mean,
had
they
no
are
way of
nice,
staying
aren't they?
warm
There's
outside,
no argument that
unless
sitting
they
in a
owned
pub garden is made doable in the winter.
This is something you'll never forget.
What is it? What is the Demon Headmaster referring to here? This is something you'll never forget. Not the dildo, I'm gonna suggest. Lot of dildo in the chat. Blackboards, calculator. Calculator's got to be a top 10, hasn't it? He looks like the sort who would have a pocket calculator, though, doesn't he? We'll find out.
This is something you'll never forget.
Look at that. It's the talk book.
My next great
what's it
gadget is
called?
a brainchild of the
voice recorder.
sinister 1950s.
Something
the
brand.
dictaphone.
The dictaphone. That's the one.
Scientific research
I'm hanging.
suggests that us human folk have between 90 and 150,000 thoughts every single day. And thanks to the dictaphone,
I've had about
some
6
may
today.
well be preserved forever.
My brain is not working. Number 58 is the
yes,
toothbrush.
The brushing of teeth, an unpleasant necessity that once relied on a good,
Not a
solid
gadget.
manual technique.
Make it electric, then it's a gadget. There you go.
1987,
There you go.
rotary action electric toothbrushes hit the market, spawning a generation of tech-savvy, plaque-battling evangelists.
I don't know why anybody uses a normal
I remember we had
toothbrush,
a portable
because they're rubbish
toothbrush.
compared to
A portable
electric
toothbrush?
toothbrushes.
As opposed to the
Your
fucking
dentist
massive
will
ones.
tell
Yeah,
you so.
the ones that
I
were built
defy
into the
Stephen
walls.
Fry
No, we had an
to
electric
regard the
toothbrush.
electric
But then
toothbrush as anything less than the
the
greatest
heads were
gadget
too expensive, so we went back to manual.
Well, that's very passionate.
Like a bunch of
Mr.
mugs.
Snow, and I'd be the first to admit that
portable
your teeth are
toothbrush,
almost
what am I
as
on about?
dazzling as your trademark ties. But I'm afraid the electric toothbrush doesn't even beat my next gadget, which is, well, it's something that does a job so beautifully and so simply it's almost unbelievable. It records television programs. But
The
not only
VCR.
that, it can pause and rewind them while you're watching
the
them.
set-top
For all
box
I
with
know,
hard drive.
You're pausing me now while you're making yourself a cup of tea.
Oh!
Though I think that's very unlikely.
He's good, isn't he? He's good, isn't he? What a guy.
The personal video recorder, or PVR, is a truly joyous box of tricks that now almost 50% of us have sitting proudly under our TV sets.
What was on telly
now
there?
Almost 50% of us
That's
have
what we should be watching. Street Crime UK 3. That's right up my fucking street, that. Most Haunted. There's another one. Police rescue a colleague who's been gassed by his own CS spray.
sitting proudly under our TV
Love Dickinson's Real Deal. I saw a glimpse of there.
VCR never really quite cracked, which has really changed the way people watch television.
You can't really conceive of what it
That was
like
because I'm trying to
before
think of
when you
new
wanted to
stream
watch a programme,
ideas.
when you wanted to
All
follow
the
a
time.
series.
It's all I think
What, you had
about
to
now is
be
new
in at the
stream
same
ideas.
time, every
And I thought,
week.
you know what would be a good one? I go to a car boot.
Pause it.
And I just buy a load of old VHS, hook them up somehow to the PC, and we'll just see what's on them. But it's risky, isn't it? You're going to get someone's mum and dad
Oh, I
shagging.
don't mind if I do, old chap. Now, let's
Yeah,
see.
fast forward, Eamon. Thank you very
Ah,
much.
yes, here we go. Krishnan,
It's too
to
risky.
you I give the last
Always wanted
word.
an electric toothbrush, had to
I
settle
think
for an acoustic
PVR
one.
has
Hey,
been
Ash. What a card.
Perhaps the
What a
single
card.
most transformational gadget as far as television and home entertainment.
Splendid.
The
Now I give you
binoculars.
the binoculars.
Binoculars.
You know what it is about
You
binoculars
can stick
is
them up
it's like
on your
having super
tripod.
sight. It's like being a superhero, isn't it? You know, those shows you used to watch as a kid. I have the ears of a wolf, the speed of the puma.
My mate Ben
and the eyes of
bought
the binoculars.
like 300 quid pair of binoculars. He does bird watching and train spotting. That's the kind of
Now
company
for a
that I
gadget
keep.
whose very name conjures up the most vivid
What?
of
The
images.
sprinkler?
The sprinkler, the sound of summer, that scent of fresh water falling on new mown grass. The sprinkler.
Sprinkler nonce, isn't he? A bit much. It is just a sprinkler.
The whole thing
Pipes
is just
is my number one
a
gadget.
happy dream.
You
I
might
suppose
make an
a kind of
appearance.
wet
You
dream.
never know. Thank you very much, Gadget. Cheers, mate. What an appropriate username.
First charged up in 1961,
Yeah,
the
that's
cordless
more like
drill
it.
has been reaching
Fucking, I love a
heights
drill.
never before drilled ever
Andy
since.
Kane.
There is a certain freedom in being able to walk around and just going.
It makes you feel fucking good, doesn't it? Yes, yes.
It's nice.
Yes.
It's good touches you, doesn't it? Especially one like this.
Fantastic.
Come on.
Yeah.
The fact
You got to load it as well. Yeah.
Lock and load.
I've got two.
Fantastic.
I've got I'm a drill. I'll be a drill nonce. That's fine. I've got one that's got battery power and a
In the
really
early
strong one that you've got to
1930s,
plug in.
Doing the chores
It's the bollocks.
changed forever, thanks to the first
I'm not gonna show my
army
drill,
of
fuck
door-to-door
off.
salesmen to hit British streets.
The vacuum
These
cleaner.
silver-tongued types were hawking one of the first revolutionary domestic gadgets. And guess what? It
That is
sucked.
revolutionary as well.
You see, the thing about the Hoover is that it deals with all three kinds of dirt.
3 kinds of dirt?
Yes. Dust, fluff, and grit.
For a gadget whose function
Does
remains the
fluff and
same,
grit?
dealing with the 3 types of dirt,
I've got a
vacuums
robot
have
one
been
and
through a
it's
myriad
class. I
of
thought it'd be
changes in
rubbish.
terms of
I'm always
electric
worried that
motor
it's going to go
and
off
suction.
and
The
have people
well-known
have
British
done a shit on the floor. Have you seen those pictures where the dog's taking a shit on the floor and it's just covered the entire
But of
house in
course,
dog shit?
everyone has to start somewhere.
Well, I've got with me here James Dyson. He's just designed a new type of vacuum cleaner.
And we particularly wanted to show the guts of the cleaner and to show how it worked because it's a different system.
Then we've got a state-of-the-art vacuum cleaner.
Fuck off.
It's still boring. It doesn't matter what you're using. It's still a boring
Tory.
job.
Why am I Tory? Oh, for the robot vacuum cleaner. The lighter, that's a
When you're
good
out
one.
shopping, you'll take a walkie-talkie with you so that you can call up the neighbours and tell them what you've found, if anything.
To most of us not involved in the field of battle, it's a struggle to find a practical use for the walkie-talkie.
She may be dreaming, but she'll share the dream with her friends.
There's something so much fun about walkie-talkie that when you pick one up, you have to press the button and you have to say something and then say over. Everybody does it.
That's the way they work, is you got to press the button. She's got to go, I made a good
funny
point
that
there.
everyone does it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have a cup of tea over.
Isn't she class? Plenty of waffle.
So what is this gadget doing on my
flag.
list? Well, let me tell you.
The flag? Are you
These
fucking having a laugh?
communication boxes,
Oh, we're still on that. I thought
pioneered
he'd
during World War II, are the gadget
gone
that makes any
properly
mass
mental
attended
there.
event in the modern world run smoothly. For example, the
I know she
recent
meant the
wedding
over
between
part.
Prince William and Kate Middleton
Over.
was managed by 5,000 police officers, each with their own walkie-talkie, ensuring that everything ran smoothly and everyone had a marvellous time. For that reason alone, they've proven their greatness.
What? I'm really glad we didn't see Prince Andrew there.
It was back in 1921.
Might get away with the
Canadian
whole stream.
John
I
Larson
did
invented the
show
polygraph, a
Jimmy
device
earlier
that
than I.
measured and recorded your blood pressure, pulse, respiration, and sweat, all to see if you were telling porkies.
But they're not accurate, are they?
Like a home lie detecting kit. See how
Bullshit! It's bullshit! Come on, you put fucking pseudoscience on there. The manufacturers, I know, claim a 90% accuracy, which is still pretty shite, isn't it? 90%, so 10 for big serious shit. Like Jeremy Kyle, right? They do the lie detectors. 1 in 10 times, it's got it wrong. It's ruined someone's lives. They've already had their lives ruined by going on such a fucking nasty show anyway. But they're bullshit, aren't they? That should not be on there.
Shock machine. So every time they lied, they'd get an electric shock. That'd learn them.
Another very unfunny person there.
Yeah, I'm from the Croydon Video Society. So we've been going a year now, and we're working on a project to do a documentary for a local dog training club.
The camcorder. It's
First
amazing.
wave of camcorders were
Even
initially
since
the
this
reserve
program
of a
was made,
cultish group of
how many of
enthusiasts,
these
as in the early 90s,
have just been integrated
camcorder
into
man
mobile
first
phones?
hit the record button.
He is fucking packing. Did you see the size of that bloke's knob? That was mental. That was like Finn Balor levels. Did you fucking see that? Like, I shouldn't skip it back. Did you see it?
The early 90s.
Look at that!
camcorder man
That is
first hit the
mental.
record button.
Fair fucking play.
I'll never forget.
Jesus. Why are you looking? You take an eye out with that, Greg. I've never seen that's huge.
Get my Uncle Felix sort of having that horrible arrogance. Like,
Goodness me.
Sort of sitting there watching telly going, I can
Lucky
shoot
man, eh?
whatever. I've got my camcorder now.
Sorry, I shouldn't do that. It's not on.
I was watching footage of Libya recently. I was watching a news report on Libya. Everyone's standing around doing that in a war. There's something about that seems odd.
I'd quite like to do a Charlie Brooker something on stream. I think it
no
needs...
moving parts, nor is it electric.
I think that people don't think of this as a gadget, but actually...
Because it's not.
it
It's
is
a bra. We're going to have to be careful here. Right. Bra's obviously excellent. They've saved many a person's back. But this is... Oh, don't clip the cockpit. I think I'm going to have to skip this just to be safe. Just to be safe. I don't want to But the bra is
With
there.
inclement weather, for a start.
Sorry, I think it's unlikely that we'll see boobies, but it's not worth the risk, is it?
Struggling with them in the wind.
It's not a gadget
Anytime
again,
you see
though.
them
That's
turning inside out.
you may as well have socks on there, right? If the bra's on there, socks are great. Keep your feet warm. Stop you getting blisters. It's not a fucking gadget, is it? I'm not sexist for skipping bras, L. Bob. First of all, anyone can wear a bra.
Nonetheless,
So you're sexist for saying that it's just for women, all right?
British associations. I think the umbrella
It wasn't just a bra, it was the Wunderbra. Right, okay. Just playing it safe.
Our younger viewers might be asking, what in God's name is a video cassette recorder? But when it first
love
became
his
readily
voice.
available in high street stores back in 1974, it
Clipping
was
the knob bit. It was
gadget
massive, though, wasn't
du
it?
jour.
That is ridiculous.
Well, the VCR is one of those things that I both love and hate in equal amounts.
Oh,
It keeps
VHS
you
is
up
great.
tapes, and if, like me, you were an adventurous teen and decided to stay up late and tape various things that you probably shouldn't have done, and said tape got stuck in the machine, it sometimes caused awkward situations.
What the VCR did was it enabled people to make their own decisions about what they wanted to see on their telly. And it turns out that what they wanted to see was porn
Babe Station.
and people being horrifically mutilated.
Nice. Not wrong. Number 46 is...
Next up, now, don't get alarmed.
The house
It's
alarm.
a gadget
Okay.
designed to help all of us sleep easily in our castles, apparently.
The burglar alarm is terrific, and it's made an enormous difference to the number of hours that people sleep. It's made us realise that you can get by on just 4 hours. The other 4 are spent in bed thinking, that's been ringing for so long now, I actually hope that they are being burgled. I hope that they've taken everything.
Tory gadget?
And frankly, done dirty
Purple
business on the
burglar
kitchen
alarm.
floor.
Oh, that's the thing that Scottish people can't say. Purple burglar. I watched a clip of Limmy trying to say it the other day.
The alarm clock is a vital component to every working Briton's day.
Again, I
But
don't
that
think
still
many
doesn't mean
people
we have
use an
to
alarm
like
clock
it.
anymore. Everybody just
Yes,
use their
you do.
phone.
Yes, you want to smash
Get
it.
Limmy on stream.
But
I'd love to do
it
something
makes
with
you
Limmy.
do those things that you have to do, like shave, like work. I could not be the longest-serving breakfast presenter in Britain without an alarm clock.
Good to see you again. If you just stick with me now for 3 seconds, the time will be 8:15.
Bit party shirt.
It's the first time I've
Yeah,
held a Game
proper
Boy
gadget.
in
Here we
about
go.
15 years. Let's just take a moment.
Excellent.
Dot Matrix.
Great
with
fun.
Stereo sound. Stereo sound. Let's just flick the
Christmas
switch.
Day, playing Pokemon.
Wait for the little Nintendo to come down.
Absolutely wonderful. Not having to talk to relatives. Class. Proper gadget.
In 1989
I need a Wii.
came the first
Need a
of the
Wii.
handheld consoles.
I'll be right back. I'll
with
leave
the
this playing
Japanese
because I can still
invention
hear it
called
from the bathroom,
Game
but
Boy.
do know that I will be.
It was the perfect gadget to insulate oneself from the increasingly frantic and frenetic demands of modern living.
Everyone else can just about piss off because you're in this little digital bubble making a plumber jump over some clouds.
Super Mario Brothers, Tetris, Super Tennis, all those amazing titles.
Brilliant sound, had a surprisingly good sound chip, so if you play it with headphones on, which was the best way of making other human beings leave you alone, you could really lose yourself in that. It was good.
In the years since its release, the Game Boy has changed the way everyone from 5 to 50 spends their me time. With over 120 million sold, the Game Boy blazed a trail for all other handhelds, and for some will always remain the original and the best. Time now to discuss the pride and joy of new parents all across the land. No, not their delightful offspring, nor the tank-sized prams of yore as used by your granny and even Her Majesty. No, my next gadget is the newfangled, precision-engineered baby buggy. Last year saw proud parents fork out a whopping £225 million on these little people
Raymond,
carriers.
say we saw Savile. Caught you,
Baby buggies are
sucker.
Massively
Did you fuck?
complicated. We got the legs with the wheels on.
No,
and
the
whole
Game Boy's
thing that you could then attach.
Just amazing, isn't
the
it?
car seat, so you can just lift the sleeping
Was it the
child
first
straight out,
handheld? Because he said
click,
there at the end,
fold, and
to some that will remain
shift and click again,
the
double
first or
click,
whatever it
press
was,
down,
the original.
and to
But I
press
assume there was
button
one
whilst
before.
Also clicking, so very simple. There's a huge amount.
We
of
heard you
status
urinating. No, you didn't.
Involved. I mean, if you have
No,
a
you didn't.
bugaboo.
Adam, you got piss cum
you're
stains.
almost
No, there's shit all over these. I got there's toothpaste on the pocket. There, it's unfortunately
Polaroid
not
camera
piss.
is a genius gadget because
Bit of
it's
splashback maybe when I was washing my hands.
Piece of equipment. You know, you take a picture and the picture comes out of the machine. They're like magic.
Toothpaste, it's fucking blue. You can see it's blue. We'll get it under a microscope. I'll prove my point.
Self-developing instant film.
I was just thinking while I was in there because I could still hear everything going on.
95.
Headphones. Headphones should be on this
And
list.
within the time it takes to show these films, out comes the finished negative and print.
But it was when colour print
Especially
appeared
wireless
in
ones.
1963 that the world's
Amazing.
love affair
Wembley.
with
Shout out to
instant
everyone that had a pal who would pay for wrestling pay-per-views in the 90s and record it on VHS to pass around the next day. Agreed. Agreed.
There's none of this. Oh, I better.
My dad
download
was a
it and
big
get the
tape
SD
trader of
card
the
and
wrestling.
all that.
Show toothpaste. I'm not a show tooth, but it is blue. I promise
there you are.
It's
There
not
you've got
spun.
the photos.
They made such a distinctive noise as well.
Love a Polaroid. Very expensive though. The film
in 90 seconds.
Oh,
cost a couple of quid.
Well, I understand.
Oh.
You needed the money. It's time for a
Hair
gadget
rollers?
that has rendered the rollers in hair look a distant memory.
It was
The
a
bulldog
beauty
clip.
treatment.
Oh,
you
the
could do
hair
at home.
tons,
And now
hair
it's,
curler.
You know, a
Yeah,
gadget
all right.
must have for most
Yeah,
girls.
that's well, it's a gadget, isn't
I
it?
think it's
It's
about
good.
spending time on your appearance and feeling confident. If you think you look good, you are more confident and you are therefore happier.
Yeah,
I
fair.
thoroughly endorse the use of curling tongs.
But as many will
I remember
attest,
hearing
it's
Ross
not
piss on
always
What Culture
plain
Extra.
sailing.
That's what you were paying for,
I
Zexy
didn't
socks.
really know how long you had to leave them
Worth
on
every penny.
for. So occasionally it would smell like I was cooking sausages when I wasn't. In fact, I was cooking myself.
Well, there you are. I hope you enjoyed the ride. I know I did. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
What? Oh, okay, right. He's
Oh,
doing a
my
bit.
heavens, I'm going to die.
We're back.
Welcome to my orgasmic gallery of
What's
gadget
happened here?
greatness. Put to finer point.
We're halfway through. I guess this was a two-part.
I've decided.
Number 50, I assume we're starting on now.
Now, let's have a look at our next gadget.
Number 40. Oh, we're breezing
I've
through
already
these.
selected the electric shaver.
Yeah, the
but you
razor.
know what? I prefer this gadget, the
No
simple
complaints.
razor. Why do I love it
Is
so?
dildo in the list? We
Because
haven't seen it
despite
yet,
its basic
Project Steve.
charm,
It wouldn't surprise
advertisers
me
find
if it's on there,
ever more
though.
Imaginative ways of marketing a simple
I think the
blade
vibrator
with a
could
blaze.
make an
It
appearance.
makes me despair and chuckle at the same time, and for that, the razor makes the cut.
Made a lot of people very happy. Why shouldn't it be on there?
I don't really take any notice of what the bathroom scales say. If you put
The
it on
scales.
carpet, it says one thing. If you put it on tiles, it says another thing.
Time was that we had to perform this uncomfortable act in public, but with the mass marketing of the bathroom scales in the late 1940s, the Battle of the Bulge could be done with some semblance of dignity.
They're better in the sense that they're private, because you know if you go on the pier and get on a speak your weight one, everyone that's walking past goes, we know she was a fat old trout, but we didn't realise she was quite that much. So they're really humiliating.
Oh, I just laughed at Joe Brand.
Thing for people to worry
Shambles.
that much about their weight. If you're not sure if you're too
Just
fat or
Ed,
too
thank you
thin,
very, very much.
you can
Cheers,
use the
13
mirror.
months. I did laugh. I did.
At number 38 is a true tech icon, a seminal gadget born out of Japanese
The hard
insight
drive.
and ingenuity that on its release in
The
1979
Walkman, the Sony
made
Walkman.
music portable.
The Sony Walkman is a tiny stereo cassette player with truly incredible sound.
This definitely fell into the category of pages you would dribble over in the Argos catalogue.
Yeah, big time.
If you had a Walkman,
100%.
you walked around everywhere to make sure that everyone could see you had a Walkman.
I listened to my Walkman on the way to school, on the bus, everywhere.
I had a
just
portable
the
CD
headphones,
player
big
that
foamy bits.
it would just skip like mad, and it said it had anti-skip protection or whatever. I was a bit too born too late for the cassette Walkman, I think.
The Walkman signifies the first time where people could actually shut the world out, where you could put on a pair of headphones, and that was
shitloads on eBay, do they?
A proclamation that I don't want to hear what's going on around me.
Sony.
Through the 80s, the Walkman's popularity grew rapidly, and by 1989,
Yeah, fuck me,
10
look at
years
that.
after launch, there were 50 million of us cocooned in an insular
4 minutes remaining. 70 quid. We'll keep an eye on that. That's nuts, isn't it? 70 quid for that. Is that hipsters? I assume that's hipsters spending their cash on. I'm not putting a bid down. I don't need a Walkman. I've got a phone. Phone does everything.
Music on the move.
Number 37.
Well, my next gadget
The
is a
espresso
coffee
machine.
maker. After all, here in Britain, we drink more than 70 million cups a day, so it's pretty important to us. In the old days, if you liked anything more than instant coffee, you might get beans and a grinder.
Of course
and
it's
use one of
hipsters.
these,
Only
the
idiots would use one today. Where are we at now?
stovetop
£74.
Still around.
With 3 minutes
still
37
works
seconds remaining.
Then came this.
I reckon that's gonna top a ton, isn't it? That's gonna go £120 is my guess.
Word in luxury. But of course, in recent years, the cafes and bars of Britain and the rest of the world have upped the ante when it comes to coffee, and consumer devices have tried to catch up. Now, this little thing here insists you buy the machine and then you're
The
locked in
pods.
to their podules. These
Podules.
particular
Only
little
Stephen
things
Fry
are
would
the
say
only
podules.
ones which will work in this
That's why he's
machine.
great.
Close it up, you press it, and you get
Doesn't
a
a
very
ton mean
sort of
1,000?
high
Oh, I thought it was
cream,
100.
as
No,
they
a
call
ton
it,
is a
form
ton
of Italian
not
coffee.
100.
Plus, it comes with its own
I'm probably wrong here.
milk frother here.
How much is a ton?
Very clever. There's no question about it. We do
A
love
monkey
our
is
coffee,
25.
and as long as we love it,
A ton is
companies and
100. Yeah, a
individuals
ton's
think
100.
of
Thank
new
you.
ways
Thank you.
of making it more exciting.
Cheers.
For us.
Phew. No, wait, there's a pony. What's a stick a pony in me pocket? The calculator.
At 36 on my list is the Pocket Calculator.
Very nice.
A gadget that renders
Good gadget.
the
It's a
abacus
proper gadget.
superfluous.
Fuck the
It offers
abacus.
Vital help
A
to the
pony's
numerically
50.
challenged
Or is a monkey
all over the
500?
world.
Pony's
Though
50.
often not in the way it intended.
25. Is 25
Any
a
kind of
monkey?
physics lesson, any kind of maths
A monkey's
lesson,
500 apparently.
you get a bit bored, don't you? So you start creating words.
710.
Boobless.
318.
S5IE3.
Shell oil. There you go.
Shell oil. There we go. That's more like it.
Ghoulies.
I
Ghoulies.
use numbers. Numbers to create boobies.
Nice.
One of the first
Number
gadgets I ever
35
fell
is
in
the
love
compass.
with was the
Another thing that the phone can do,
Weirdly,
although
it's all
not
thanks
very
to a pair of
accurately.
shoes.
I don't think I've ever had a compass that properly works on my phone. It's always telling me to shake it in a figure 8 shape, fix it, and just
Young
never
scouts
does
all
it
over the
properly.
nation were
A
inspired
Badger
to
750.
explore the
No, it's
great
not. Fuck
outdoors.
off.
The boys had jumped 70 miles from the school and given 3 days to find their way back.
And it seems that for some, the compass skills they'd learnt would prove invaluable in later
Oh, that's
life.
stunning. What a lovely bit of
We were
footage.
actually driving around the world, and we got to Far East of Siberia, which is obviously the most difficult bit because there's no roads. And this Russian
He's
driver
right, a
didn't
Badger
know
is
which direction
£7.50.
to go.
Seriously?
So I got my little compass out, and I
I
pointed
think you're
and I
talking
said,
shit
"Look,
there.
that's where we're going."
Where are we at on the
North by
Walkman?
northwest,
We got 1 minute
as they say when
remaining,
you're in
still
the
at
ice.
74
And,
quid.
You know, I felt like I saved the day.
Fuck it. You know what? We're going to give this the attention it deserves. 55 seconds. I believe this automatically updates, but I'm going to hit F5 anyway. I'm pretty sure it automatically updates. 6 bids. Is it going to top a ton? I'm not placing a bid. I'm not placing a bid on it. 74. It ain't going up? Go on, somebody put a bid in. It's in good working condition. Had a new belt at the beginning of the year and plays cassettes without wow or flutter. Without wow? What does that mean? Few scratches and dings from years of use, and fast forward button requires holding down most times it's used, but otherwise works well. 74 quid. I'm not bidding. I don't need a fucking Walkman. I've got Spotify. It's not going to do it, is it? It's not going to do it. Go on. Somebody. 74 quid. That's it. So now, you've run out of time. Get the 100 quid in. 74 quid. Oh, there you go. Some cheeky little scamp with 1 second remaining. £77. Fuck me. That's a lot of money for a Walkman, isn't it? Hipster trash. Unbelievable. That was me. Was it really, Jay? Can you see the bids? I don't think you can see them, can you? F9. You're not allowed to look at the usernames anymore. But that was his first bid. He'd sniped that motherfucker. He sniped it. Was that somebody? Was that somebody? I don't think it was. I think you're talking shit.
Saved lots of lives, including my own.
Number 34. The ultrasound.
What do your birth, wedding, and death certificates?
You can get these at home now, apparently. That you can buy them from like Amazon or something.
Even your will all have in common.
Oh.
Well, they're all held together by
The
a simple bit
stapler.
of bent wire.
Fuck the
that
ultrasound, which is actually a bit of tech. Let's talk about
But the
staples
staple
for
is
5
nothing
minutes.
without our
Fucking
next
hell, I thought that was
Behold.
home
stapler.
ultrasound.
Though not everyone is a fan.
How much is that?
Staples really
Look at
are
that.
a
35 quid for
They
a
promise
portable
so much. You
ultrasound
think,
on
I've got
Amazon.
loads of
Isn't that
paper
nuts?
And I want those papers to stay together. Except that either you've got
Why
a
did-
couple
yeah,
too
why did
many
it show it?
sheets and the staple doesn't go all the way through it.
Oh, don't find
Invariably,
fault
when
with a
things are
fucking
handed to you
stapler,
that are
Rufus.
stapled,
Grow
it
up.
means that you need to unstaple them because you need to let the. So you're endlessly.
Who
picking away.
staples
Somebody
a
bites
baby?
Their nails, by the way. That's a complete nightmare.
Number 33. I'm glad that we didn't spend too long on the stapler. However great a stapler is, and it is great, obviously.
Clothing was a truly painstaking operation. But
The
all that
portable-
changed
the portable
when in
iron. Why do I keep
1882
saying everything's
the wondrous
portable? It's the iron.
electric
It's the
was
iron.
invented.
Great,
wonderful
great bit of
device.
tech, obviously.
Without which, gosh, I'd have a creased shirt.
Today, irons are smaller, lighter, and more technologically advanced than ever before, but it seems some...
It's no Corby trouser press, though, is it?
My version of
Once
ironing
saw a lad
is
staple
when
his
I get
cock
something
to
out of
his
the washing
balls in
machine,
school.
I
What
kind of
part of the
stretch
cock?
it a bit and shake it and then hang it so it's not terribly creased.
The foreskin,
and then
I
just wear
assume,
it.
to the ball. You need two fleshy...
Now, clearly, this scene is staged.
Fucking hell, this stream is murdering my lungs.
As
What do you mean?
This one, because
The
we
tape
all
measure.
know full well that the retractable tape measure is strictly for those with a Y chromosome. So, boys, take it away.
Yeah, it's a real man's tool, that, isn't it?
There is
Yeah, like the
nothing more
drill.
satisfying than
Yeah.
that.
Yes. Oh,
that is nice.
Yeah. Not for women.
Obviously, an incredibly sexual thing. As we know it's all about them.
It's also got that nice. That's gonna boom! It really, you know, it's housed.
Its function is almost outrageous.
I've got one of the fancy
I've
laser
seen
ones,
fights on building sites.
but I never
between
use it. I don't
joiners
trust
and
it.
Other trades.
Give me one of them any day.
Someone nicked his tape.
It is portable as well, Merry Midnight. Very portable.
You've done this before as well, like yourself.
Oh, it's gone. Got a laser measuring device to work now. It's great. Yeah,
This was made to make men happy.
It's not the same. It's just not the same. Brilliant gadget.
I've been thinking about gadgets that need inventing, and for years I've always felt that in underlit restaurants it's very hard to read the menus. Even if you're wearing reading glasses, you can't make it out because to create an intimate atmosphere they've made it too jolly dark, and I've discovered
The
actually
candle.
that this gadget that I've always longed for already exists.
Fuck
So it's no
off.
good me asking for those to be invented. They already have been. But these haven't. Now, this is very important. Basically, I don't
Automatic
like ties
shoe
and jobs,
caddy.
and there's nothing more boring than putting your shoes or boots on. So this is an automatic shoe boot putter-onerer. As you can see, there are all kinds of advantages. It also brushes. Now here we have the camera dentata. This is a way of seeing your teeth while you brush them, which I think that A would
His
make the act of brushing your teeth more interesting. and
fucking
exciting.
shark.
Plus you could get at the bits that need to be
He doesn't look like Larry
See the tartar
David.
inside. Faintly disgusting, but I think it will work. And here, again, it's a chore. Running or walking on
What?
a treadmill, and you need adventure and excitement. This is a rather Victorian version of it, but I can imagine there would be all kinds of games and chases with a screen in front.
this
so
real or
it
has he
means
made that
you're just
up?
Walking and running. You're
All right,
actually
Patrick.
involved in some
Hello,
kind
mate.
of
Sorry I'm late. I was having
bond-like
cheese and pickle
adventure.
sandwich,
And that
and my
would be
plate
truly
fell on the
thrilling.
floor.
Keep fit
Good to
and
see you,
play a
Patrick.
game at the same time.
Check
I'm
your
sure
glory
these things
hole,
are coming,
quick.
and I demand
It is
my
made
cup.
up. I didn't realise he was doing
Watching
a
the
bit.
birdie at
The
number
camera.
31
We've already
on
had the
my list was a
Polaroid.
truly revolutionary gadget.
The
Just
portable
imagine
camera.
Life without cameras. If you wanted to capture a particular image, well,
Goat.
you'd better be pretty handy with a paintbrush and watercolours.
It saves this moment in history forever. I mean, what a brilliant thing to
Goat.
have.
The era of the snapshot began in 1900 when the Brownie went on sale for just 5 shillings, putting photography in the hands of the masses for the first time. The take-up was huge, with the Kodak Instamatic selling more than 50 million cameras in just
Was
7
it Kodak
years.
that refused to get into the digital market and thus, like, their business was a bit fucked? I know they're still around, or I'm pretty sure they're still around. But they didn't get into digital straight away. I mean, I guess it wouldn't,
Right, is it?
wouldn't matter now because everybody just uses their phone yet again.
Empire State Building.
No, that's Blockbuster. No,
Taj
I think Kodak. Kodak make USB cables and shit nowadays.
camera has
They do batteries, don't they? I went in Poundland the other day to pick up some batteries.
Just our
Little
memories
Kodak.
for things that have happened in
They
our
did go
past.
bankrupt. Okay.
It can backfire as well, I think, because.
I don't know. Yeah, I know
obviously, first
Blockbuster
taken off you
refused
when you were
to
younger.
get into the
You might have,
digital
little
market.
recollection of that yourself, because it's been some.
Didn't they once have the
30 years
opportunity
since
to
you were
buy
a kid.
Netflix for like $1 million? It was some ludicrously, relatively low amount of money, and obviously Netflix wasn't a big thing then, but they could have bought the tech for $1 million, and now they're fucked. Remember HTC? Does HTC not exist anymore? The
Designed
HTC
in
Vive?
1971 by this man.
I think that's a
DIY
folk tale that isn't
chemical
true. Oh,
Ron
right, okay, well, there you
Hickman.
go.
The Black & Decker Workmate is the alpha, nay omega of DIY
Black & Decker Workmate's
accessories.
nice.
I just remember, you know, before the Workmate turned up, it was kind of carnage, really.
I think it was when Netflix was Love Film or something. Oh
things
yeah,
would
when they
clip
used to
properly,
post
something
out,
that he'd be working on would go
you'd get a
off the
subscription
table.
and you could have like up to 3 at a time or whatever, and then you had to post them back. Yeah, we had that for a while.
the
that
Black
Love
and
Film
Decker
thing.
Workmate.
One Blockbuster still exists in
comes a
America.
time
Oh right,
in
what does it
men's
do?
lives
As a
where
rental
they see
store.
the Workmate and what it's able to do, and think.
I assume that's just more of a tourist
wonder
attraction
how
by
I've
now.
got
I'd
as
love to
far
go
as
to
I
an old
have without
Blockbuster.
this and buy one. You just bring it back home and then just pop it away, and that'll pretty much be it.
I can definitely recommend the Black & Decker Workmate.
The Black & Decker Workmate. How much longer can you scrape by without it?
Did I miss the dildo? No dildo yet. I don't think Stephen Fry's got it in him.
Yes, the facts, the carrier
Pardon the
pigeon
pun.
of the 80s.
There's no
To
doubt
put the
that the
dildo
fax
on here, or
machine
the
was the
vibrator.
communication gadget of the 80s. And here's 80s TV
Never
girl
used a fax
Anthea
machine.
Turner to
The
explain
portable
how that
dildo,
fax gets
yeah.
from London to China in under 40 seconds.
There's a fax machine down at Bristol, and you can send in some messages, and we're having loads of messages in already. Now, what happens is when you feed something.
Come on,
into
where's
fax
the
machine,
dong?
I'll tell you what. Let's feed in something like the script. The fax machine would turn it into a lot of bleeps and noises, and they sound a little bit like this. Have a listen to these. The fax machine understands
that
what
noise.
all those are, and it will come out the other end.
You would get your fax and then you would have to ring them and say, actually, could you send it to me again? It hasn't come out properly.
And so, almost as soon as it was the shape of things to come, the fax became a thing of the past as email and, frankly, better ways of getting information from one place to another evolved.
You ever kissed a girl? Anthea Hot. Anthea back in the day.
2000,
I said,
Canadian
useful.
company Research in Motion released a real game changer of a gadget.
What's
their
this?
mobile email device, the BlackBerry.
Ah,
I really
okay.
wanted a BlackBerry before I had one.
I think they're going to separate all the phones here, aren't they? That means iPhone's probably going to be top 10.
Which meant that you were either a grown-up or had loads of money.
How long
and
you
loads
been
of money.
live? I don't know.
Connect to
6.
everything you love in
1 hour 50 minutes, mate.
with BlackBerry.
What was
Never had a
really
BlackBerry.
special about the BlackBerry was that it had push email. So you literally
You had the
had to ring them as soon
BBM
as it
thing.
came
Everybody
through.
had. What was the BBM?
And such functionality gave rise
it
to
wasn't like a
mobile
phone number. You had like an
Can't
address
get
or a
away from
username. It was your BBM,
There's no
right?
excuses.
To date, it has shipped a staggering 150 million handsets worldwide, boasting the US
BBM
president
chat
as one of its
function.
most
BlackBerry
famous
Messenger,
devotees.
right? Okay.
Don't be fooled. BlackBerry owners aren't always working.
If someone tries to talk to me that's a little bit rubbish or a bit boring, I can sort of use the excuse, oh, no, I'm doing some work. I'm doing my work. Yeah, no, just checking emails. By the way, that wasn't what I was doing earlier. I was really checking emails.
I like him. I like Reggie.
For the past 50 years or so, people have listened to their favourite artists on one of these. Often accompanied
What's
by
that bloke's name? Is it Mike something? Is he he's the radio? Mike Shaw? What's that bloke's name? Help me out here. It's not Reggie Yates. Nonce man, brilliant. Mike Hunt. No, fuck off. Fuck off. Mike Reed. Thank you, Mike Reed.
familiar backing group, scratch, fluff, dust, and distortion.
The record player.
The
CD player.
An early 80s wonder that promised to remove the scratch and crackle.
I can't believe I
and
just
bring
got
crystal clear
got by Mike Hunt there.
I was one of the first
Like
people
Matthew.
to jump on board the CD train. I sold my vinyl and invested in a CD player, even though the
Sucker.
only thing you could actually buy was Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms back then.
And while there's no disputing the
Whoa.
greatness of the CD player,
The CD
it
video?
did have an Achilles heel, the seemingly indestructible compact disc.
I remember VCDs. There was a big battle as to whether either
sticky and
like the
remember
Betamax
the demo of
VHS
the guy on
battle
TV
of
with
I
the
guess the
CD
80s or
and
90s.
he's
80s wouldn't it be?
spreading
No,
jam
earlier.
on
I
it
don't
and
know.
then
Anyway,
pouring
there was
coffee
a
over it. Bit of coffee. See it through. And then stick it in the CD player.
well, yeah.
and
If you
works.
cover it in honey and coffee, it's fine. We could fucking scratch it. And...
My arse. That's the thing about CDs. They're binary. I mean, that's the nature of them. They're digital. They're all or nothing. So they either work or they don't. You can just have that.
Yeah,
thing
it was
where you put
VCD
CD in
was
the player and
competing.
it's
We had
that
some.
one.
We had a VCD player.
Work.
It's doing a bit. Don't worry. Number 26.
Well, my next gadget is quite simply the corkscrew. We've all got one, we've all
Fair.
seen them, we all know how to use them, more or less, and they nearly always work, within certain limits. The first patent was awarded to an Englishman back in the 1790s, the Reverend Samuel
Corkscrew,
Hensel.
cork. You know
Since
what it
then,
is.
people have
Grow
worked
up.
on new ones.
Remember
This is the
GBA
waiter's
video?
friend.
No?
No professional sommelier.
As in Game Boy Advance? Would that Shit, yes, because you could get Shrek, couldn't you? You could get Shrek on Game Boy. You could watch it, and it was like 144p, or probably lower than that. Actually, it was ridiculously low bitrate because they could only hold 32 megabytes.
Come a long way since
if
then.
memory
These are very
serves.
expensive gifts for Daddy.
Yeah, I had a Game Boy camera. Didn't have the printer though.
Levers that
Always wanted the
get
printer,
cork
but I had
out
the
and then
camera.
Another action, and the cork plops out from the corkscrew too. It's a kind of perfect example of man's ingenuity.
No
There are over
Tupperware yet. That's a good shout,
50,000
Mary.
Models of corkscrew, did you know? And over 5,000 patents. Emerson said that our search was always for a better mousetrap, but in many ways you could say our search has been for a better corkscrew. For without a corkscrew, there can be no wine.
What's this? The set-top box?
The remote control.
Oh,
A
okay, the
magic
remote
wand
control,
that took
generally.
the
Yeah,
arduous
sure.
trek from sofa to TV and gave it a damn good thrashing.
The idea of getting
running out
up
of time
from
for the
your sofa
dildo.
to change a channel on the television. I don't think so. No one wants that.
We had a telly.
Despite their invention
with a
in the
remote control
1950s, it's
that
only
was
with
that
models
was
of the
corded in.
1980s that our
It was
dependency
plugged in. It was, and the fucking cable on it was only like 2 meters, so it wouldn't even stretch to the sofa.
And it's absolutely true.
It becomes a possession. It's almost like the ring in Lord of the Rings, isn't it? It's like my precious.
Sounds awful. It was a difficult life growing up. Not easy being young Adam Pacitti.
With 5 billion in
No.
circulation worldwide, the mobile phone.
Mobile
is
phone at number 24. Are you having a laugh? This is outrageous. N64 Life podcast. Ruddy, 10 months. How time flies when you're annoying people on Twitch. Evening or evening. Thank you very much for 10 months. Cheers.
Arguably the most revolutionary
I
gadget
think
on
this
my
isn't
list,
counting
and one
the
which we would all
iPhone.
now struggle to live without.
I think it's one of those gadgets that we completely take for granted now. You
Oh,
can't even
yeah,
meet
yeah, for
somebody
sure.
at the cinema now without a call. Where are you? I'm 5 minutes late. I'm 10 minutes late. I'll see you there. What did we do? Well, I was just late.
One of the greatest things about everybody having a mobile phone now is
Smartphone
seeing
will be
mums
separate. It's
working
gotta be.
mobile
It's
phones
gotta
on
be.
the train or something. I love watching my mum with her phone because she, number one, has to hold it there, and number two, does that with her glasses. And she pushes it with one finger like it's done something to
Right,
her.
I'm a big Reggie
It's
Yates fan.
awesome.
Fref's New York telephone number is pretty long, so I've preset it in the memory.
But like all gadgets, the mobile phone has its
Ewan, calling it now.
irritating
Kettle is
gremlins.
number one. Kettle's a
Gremlins
good
that have
shout.
been there since day
Very
one.
good shout.
And when that comes up...
Yeah, Reggie's a really likeable guy. What does Reggie do now? Oh, he does like BBC Three documentaries, doesn't he? He's gone all serious.
Redial. Yeah, sorry, John, I got cut off. Anyway, what I was... Hello?
Yeah, we haven't seen the TV yet. Good shout.
Yeah, sorry, I'm on a train. It's not a very great... Hello? Hello? Just stop calling, John. Wait till you're at the other end.
Well, I don't
Reggie's
think
prison
anybody
docs are
can argue with the
fantastic.
claim
I
that
might
the
have to check that
mobile
out.
phone has changed the world, but
I
for
can't
all
imagine
that
him
they can
doing
do,
anything that isn't
can they
kids'
provide
TV.
that
I've never actually
warm,
watched one of his
snug,
documentaries.
joyful
I've seen them on
feeling of a
iPlayer.
morning cup of tea as you awake?
The teammate?
Not. And that's why
the
this
tea's
beauty
made.
is on my list. Revolting.
Come on,
made.
though.
A clock
No.
that makes you a cup of tea.
No. I like him and everything, but number 23 is... Maybe it's because I've never tried
It's like
one.
the horror of being woken up with the joy of a steaming, warm, hot cup of tea.
Despite being a staple of every home in the 1960s
cup of tea in bed's
and
lovely, isn't
70s,
it?
the
El
tea
Hijo
made,
del
like the National
Crunch.
Health Service, was a product of post-war
Thank you very much for
Britain.
14 months.
This is a time where we'd crawled, clambered our way out of the appalling vicissitudes of the...
Who are these? I haven't paused it because the tits. Who are these women that are sleeping in separate beds with? They're about 40 years old, aren't they?
Second World War, but we were building a bright new future, and a bright new future meant being able to have tea in bed, but not having to get out of bed.
Gal pals.
You would think
And a
that
bear.
being watched from space would make you uneasy, but thanks to our
satellite.
next gadget, it brings unfettered joy and the wonderfully comforting sense
Is it a
of knowing
gadget?
where you're going.
The Oh, okay, right, okay. I fucking love my satellites. Worth every penny. GPS, another thing that's been converged into the mobile phone. No, like TomTom and Garmin. Are they still a thing?
4 or 5 of these different
Everybody's
satellites
just got
at a
Google
time.
Maps,
It
right?
can work out from the slight difference in the time signal coming from each of these satellites how far away they are, and from that it works out exactly where on the surface of the Earth you are. Just get in the car, type in the address.
Actually,
and
my
you
dad. I
trust it
think my
to get
dad
you
still
where
uses
you're
his.
going.
He's got a Garmin from like.
And then sometimes
2009 or something.
Yes,
and they still
sat-nav
update the
is one of the
firmware, so
finest
I guess they are
examples of
still.
man's ingenuity, but this little gadget has wreaked havoc with our natural homing instincts.
It's responsible for me going on a date once, the GPS system, because I went the wrong way and saw a very hot guy and had to ask him the way, and he gave me his telephone number. So, in fact, actually, GPS, thanks very much indeed.
Number 21.
Next up is a bicycle, but no ordinary bicycle. This one
folding
folds
bicycle.
up and you can easily lug it about. Therefore, for me, the folding bicycle is a great gadget.
I had a folding
Yeah,
bike.
I can
as a
get
kid.
behind
It was
that.
Red, and I remember going downhill, quite a sort of
Very portable,
steep
I like
hill
that.
Where I lived.
Scott
and
Guan
suddenly
feels like a
being aware
throwback.
of,
Yeah, I don't
there's
watch
the
much telly anymore, but
handlebars.
I've not
It
seen him on anything in a
mid-slope,
long,
and
long
they
time.
were level with me there.
Always quite
And then, of
fancied
course,
folding
I fell
bike.
off.
Nowadays, they are the faithful companions of suburban commuters and studio apartment dwellers, with sales escalating by 25% over the last few years.
The idea that you could get something in your pocket, of course, was absurd.
That's a beautiful
But that
bike,
was the
isn't
nice
it?
idea.
I love that.
It sort of was in the back of my mind. Easy transport, you could just
Lovely
pick up and
brown
go
leather
with,
seat.
unfold and take around when
He
you
does
arrive.
say yes to the dress, Lancashire now.
More delightful, the fact that this,
Bit of a fall from grace
in a very
there, isn't
short
it?
time, can become what
Oh,
you're
he's
going
on.
to
He's
see.
on this morning cooking a lot.
In the spokes.
Yeah, I don't
The
see Rufus
geometry
Hound
here
on
is
much.
so
You're right.
ingenious, but so simple.
We have electric scooters. Oh, we had them on the. No, we haven't had the electric
More than a
scooter on
century for anybody to discover it.
on the list.
You're having a laugh. Yeah. Oh. I'm shattered. Where's my Ventolin? I've got asthma. Oh.
The record player. You've clearly never seen Say Yes to
How
the Dress. No, I haven't,
suitable.
Elbow.
My
Am I
next
missing
gadget
out?
is in the top 20. It's the record player. The first record I ever bought was Tadpoles by the Bonzo Dog Band, and I distinctly remember the tingle of anticipation as needle hit vinyl in the sanctity of my bedroom.
If there was one thing that I could never ever
I
live
have
without
been
in my life
watching.com
in terms
asking
of
for a
gadgets,
friend. Please stream
it would be a record
Strangest
player.
Village in Britain, an
It
excellent
made me.
documentary with unintended
My first
funny
ever
handfuls.
record
I've seen
player
that
was an
documentary
Amstrad
10 times in my life.
which was
I
essentially
really,
an
really like that
enormous
documentary.
box
It's
that
I
looked a
might
bit
do
like
that.
The front panel of a Dalek.
Yeah, I think
If
we'll
there
probably
wasn't
get it.
such a
It's
thing
a,
as a record
it's a
player
bit
or
of
records, I
a
wouldn't have a
cruel
job. We'll make it exciting
title,
for
and
you
there
now
are
by
some.
playing a sparkling record.
I don't know. There are some moments in there that I always feel are a little bit exploitative, but it is a really.
Popular music.
They did a few. They did the Strangest Hotel in Britain as well, which was about Fox's Academy down in Bognor. Maybe it was Bognor. It was near a Butlin, so I think it was Bognor. And that's really worth watching as well.
It's magic. You know, what else could
Yeah,
it be?
I
How can
bought
piece
a
of
record
plastic,
player.
a needle, an arm,
A
make
year or
music?
so ago. Fun
I
thing
don't
to
know.
collect, but fucking expensive as well. The kettle at number 19.
It's the Hot Point high-speed kettle.
Mm.
boils in 94 seconds.
That's gonna cause
yes,
some
our
controversy,
watch kettle does
I
boil
feel.
and fast when
Yeah.
it's the Hot Point high-speed
I need
kettle.
another piss.
The
I'll be right
kettle,
back.
of course, is vital because
You watch
when
the kettle
anything
for a bit.
happens,
See?
good, bad, or indifferent, put the kettle
Blue.
on.
It's
make
not
a
spunk.
cup.
It's blue.
Turning it on. You're actually starting the thing. Fantastic. And so you can say to the missus, do you want a cup of tea or coffee? And it looks as though you're putting a serious amount of energy into the relationship.
It's only when you find out when maybe your kettle's broken just how valuable it is. When you have to then get your pan out and put water in it and stick it on the hob, bring it to the bottom every time you want a cup of tea. It's kind of, then we realise just how great the kettle is.
Well, this gadget, as you can see, is a sewing machine, and the name most commonly associated with the sewing machine is Isaac Merritt Singer. And he produced the first home version of this machine in 1854, but he used the same lock-stitch mechanism that makes it work that had been patented 3 years earlier by one Elias Howe, who successfully sued him and made millions out of the fact that every time Singer sold a machine, Howe got a royalty. How it works is frankly a complete mystery. I can no more use this than I can an ordinary needle and thread. But the reason I've chosen it is, well, in my bedroom at home I had one of these. It didn't actually have the sewing machine itself, which tucks in rather cleverly underneath like that. My sewing machine had disappeared, and so I used it as a desk, but it still had the treadle. So when I wrote, my feet would just go up and down and up and down and up and down as I wrote all the time. To this day,
You
when
and
I
above
write,
the kettle,
I tend to
load of
tap my
shite.
hands up and down.
Been quite a controversial list, this one.
Those who know me. But there we are. Has a special place in my heart.
What was that? The sewing machine. Okay. Did he go wank again? No, I was going for a little wee. I'm back. The penknife.
The Swiss Army knife is a thing of joy. I've always had a Swiss Army knife. My father always has. My grandfather always has.
I've got a Swiss Army knife as well, and I've never used it.
Size mattered with a Swiss Army knife.
But it's cool, isn't it?
Super, super practical, beautifully designed, and I think quite timeless.
The first time I used one was in Eritrea.
Just wait until
in
you see what's number one. Do you
1977.
know, Tom? Don't tell us.
This is
Don't
the
tell us.
ultimate guerrilla war, a war which these men have been waging for 17 long years.
We were given a
I
goat.
have one for work, very practical.
to eat, and
Yeah.
We were starving.
Jarvo!
I had
Thank you
never
for the
cut
resub,
an
rather.
open
19 months.
before,
Cheers,
and
mate.
we had to work out how to deal with this thing, and thank God the Swiss Army knife was up to it.
There are now over 100 different models of Swiss Army knife housing myriad tools. The largest has 87 tools and 101...
That is outrageous. Is that a fucking pizza cutter? That one there, I think that's a pizza cutter. Compass, file, shitloads of different knives. Why do you need that many knives? What's the difference between that, and that? I love that there's a pizza cutter on there, though. Pliers, bottle opener, Phillips head screwdriver. I don't know what that is.
Function.
So
can serve as a list of 100 greatest gadgets all by
Justin.
itself.
My mum's bastard ex-boyfriend's mum bought me a
Does
Swiss
that-
Army knife for my 13th birthday. Well, that's a
Make your
great
dinner with
present.
that
You must have
and
loved
cut
that.
your hair and
13-year-old
sort your nails out and
little
do
lad with a knife. Number 16 is
nothing
typewriter.
sums up how far society has come than the dear old computer.
The
Until
computer?
1981, when the PC was
Generally,
born, that sleek
just the
keyboard and
computer.
screen that sits in your home was the size of a battleship and used only by qualified engineers with clipboards and beards.
The laptop.
In 1976, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs were members
iMac.
of the Homebrew Computer Club in Northern California. Then they founded a company together, and now the world's their Apple.
Back then, a computer had what was called a front panel. And on this front panel are a whole bunch of switches and lights and
Holy
dials.
shit, that's Steve
Who knows how to use
Wozniak.
them? They scare the normal person
As
off
if
from
he-
day one.
Why is he wearing 2 watches?
It's in dials.
Is he wearing 2 watches? He is wearing. He's got. I think one of those is a smartwatch, maybe, and one of those is a regular watch. What an odd man. As if he needs the cash. But I don't think he needs the fucking cash being on Stephen Fry's top 100 gadgets, does he?
Who knows how to use them? They scare the normal person off from day one.
Smartwatch and a dumb
Ever
watch.
since
Very
the
good.
Apple I, every computer had a keyboard and a video display.
2
Every
time
single
zones.
one.
Do you reckon that's what it is?
Before the Apple
Maybe,
I,
yeah.
Every computer had a front panel. That was the changing point in history. We were just 2 young kids in a garage, you know? It was that kind of a story coming from rags to riches.
When desktop computers made their way from the office into the home during the 1980s, they were a solution to a problem that
It is.
didn't really
I can't
exist.
believe that the
I
computer
think when
hasn't
home
cracked the top
computer
10.
came about, it was still a thing that nobody
That's
really
that's
knew
a
what it
potential
was for.
number
You couldn't
1 there, as
buy
far as I'm
games
concerned. I
or-
believe Woz and Fry are good friends.
They were
Oh, that's
basically
interesting.
things
Hi, by the way,
that
Mike. I see you, mate.
felt like you needed to have, but you didn't really know what to do with when you got them.
But all that changed with the advent of something
Oh, yes.
called the interweb.
Once these devices
mucky
started
stuff.
becoming more connected, you
friends with
started
Fry.
using
You ever
it
seen the
far
Steve Jobs
more,
film?
right?
No,
You
I've
get
read
the
a lot
network effect.
about
It's
him.
like, oh, I can talk to my friend.
And
I
apparently,
can send
apparently it was
photos,
just
I
a
can
nightmare to
watch
work
videos
with or for.
online.
Very,
And so I think, you know, connectivity is really
very
is really
odd
key to
man,
this.
I believe. But I don't know a great deal
Since
about
those
like.
first machines to the way we use our desktops these days has been absolutely amazing transformation.
I don't know why people obsess about him as a person. Yeah, he was sort of.
Who would have
The
thought that
Wii
just
above the
6
computer
years
is
ago,
fucking
the gaming
mental,
industry
right? That
would be rocked by the launch
I know
of
this
a
is this
console.
whole this thing is a product of its time and everything, and I know it's the best-selling
One that would
console,
change the
fastest-selling,
world
whatever
of
it is.
video games
But
forever.
come on,
The Wii did just that.
Bang. Overnight, they changed the demographic of what a gamer is.
If you think back to a world where
I have no idea
you're
what
just
could be
pressing
number 1.
buttons on a
We've
little
had
joypad
toaster,
to play a game,
super
that excludes
super
a
low
lot of
down on the
people who
list.
don't
We just had the
wanna
kettle,
learn
or we've had
what
the
all
no,
buttons
we've had the
mean.
kettle, we've had the
With
kettle,
Wii,
haven't we? And the
suddenly,
tea, mate.
It's all about actions
What
that
the
feel
fuck?
very
With
natural.
the phone, it's got to be the smartphone, hasn't it?
Where
Car.
the Wii
It could.
went,
I mean, this
others
list. I almost went, oh,
The
that's not a
Kinect
gadget, but
allows
fucking nothing on
gamers
this
to
list
play
is a gadget, is it?
hands-free
So
and
maybe
has become the
bin
fastest-selling
bags.
electronic gadget of all time.
Bin bags are great.
If you ever go on like the dance,
Do you love a bin
I think
bag?
If that had been around when I was like 13, I would be a world champion.
We've not seen the
dancer.
vibrator yet.
I wouldn't be talking.
The
to you
iPad
now.
might be
I'd
on it.
pirouetting.
Forks. What's the auto blow? The camera. The digital camera. Well, we've had every other fucking type. I guess so, yeah. Another thing
Make
doesn't.
everybody a professional photographer.
I mean, obviously
Because
DSLRs
you can
exist
just
and everything,
eliminate all
but
your rubbish
that sort of
stuff
thing
and only print out what's
people
really
don't really
good.
use anymore.
And for that, they are brilliant.
The iPod is a good shout.
Few products of the
We've had the
digital
can opener.
revolution have enhanced daily life quite so much as the digital camera.
And of course, the digital camera means goodbye to those embarrassing moments at the chemist where they hand you back that envelope and you look at them and they're just all finger marks or black.
The modern camera has changed the way we live and communicate and is a true wonder of the digital age.
These
I
things
don't know when
for
this was made. I feel like this was
become absolutely amazing. You take your pictures, you upload them to
2009,
Flickr,
maybe at a
Facebook,
guess.
Twitter, and they're straight away seen to your
2010,
auntie
anybody
Joan
know?
who lives in
Bolton,
Australia.
thank you very much,
It's a
mate.
really
Cheers.
lovely way to stay in touch with.
Thanks for
people.
the resub.
They're all really simple to
2008,
use.
somebody
Just
said.
line it up,
2009,
take
yeah,
your shot.
ish, around there. You reckon later than that?
Well, now my next object is the evolution of this, the humble telephone.
A couple of people saying 2011.
1997, the first of a whole generation of these.
Oh yeah,
appeared.
after the royal wedding. Good
smarter
shout,
ones
because they
will know
here
what
we go.
this is.
Fuck me, the smartphone at number 13. Is there some really obvious shit that we're forgetting about here?
Since their launch, they have, in their
Holy
various
fuck!
guises,
I mean, this
had
is
us in the
like
palm of
again.
their hand,
You could
turning
easily
us
make
into
a case for
race
this
of
being number one.
enraptured, moonstruck zombies.
In fact, I thought it's like a dead cert.
when I used to
Furby,
smoke,
the
first
wheel.
thing I'd do in the morning.
The
is
colour
wake up
TV,
and
yeah, the
reach
colour
for a
TVs are
cigarette
really
without
good.
thinking and
The printer,
start
I don't
smoking.
think we've seen
Now
the
I
home
reach for,
printer.
like, a phone and
We've
just
seen the
start
fax machine, haven't we? We've not seen a home
automatically
printer,
checking
or maybe a scanner
looking
as
at
well.
the news,
Microwave is a good
playing
shout.
Bloody Angry Birds or something like that without getting out of bed. That can't be good for me.
Yep, you've seen the gas lighter. The home radio. Yeah, really.
My first gadget
There's
in
one
my
that I think
life
we
was a
forgot as
transistor
well.
radio, and I could hold it in my hand. I could dial knobs and get things to happen. I could go to bed all night long and be entertained by the magic of music all night long.
The washing machine. Kindle. I think Kindle was the first one we saw. It was in the first few anyway.
This thing became so close to me, so important in my life. I think it drives my appreciation of gadgets to this day.
Yeah, the fridge. Good thing about the fridge.
The
Oscar
transistor
X-ray,
radio is the
which was the
gadget
end
that
of
has
August
not and never
2011.
will go away.
I stand by the watch,
First
but
introduced
still
in
rate the Zippo.
1954, it has been
The
providing
syringe, radio,
unlimited
telephone should all be at the
joy
top.
to
Fine,
generations
Scottish
the world
inventions.
My
I didn't know the
bathroom
syringe
radio
was Scottish invention.
has been sitting on the ledge.
Makes
for the
sense,
thick
doesn't
end
it? A lot of
30
smack.
years. I go like that, and something comes on. I don't have to know anything. I don't have to know any numbers. I don't have to know any passwords, codes.
The toilet as a gadget? Yeah, let's
letters,
throw the gadget.
numbers
This
connected with it, nothing.
This show shouldn't have been
Ladies
called
and
Top
gentlemen,
100
are you
Gadgets,
watching?
should it? Glasses, we've had glasses. What are you getting from that? Is that H2O? Is it a respirator? Atoms. The internet? The internet isn't a gadget. Water. You think it's water? Imagine if water's made of portable water. Fucking. Imagine if it's fucking water. What's going on
you may
here?
not know what this high-tech
It's the
graphic is
microwave. It's the
illustrating.
microwave. It is, isn't it? Because it heats up the water inside in the food. It's the microwave. It's going to be the microwave.
Let me enlighten you. What we're seeing here will result in spaghetti bolognese in
Yes!
less than 4 minutes.
Come on. The
What
portable
the
microwave.
Do this really quickly on the frequency, and what happens is they agitate the water molecules. So you put a stew in, and you've
that
got
Ulrika
dump
Johnson?
on the frequency.
They played that
and
clip
what
earlier,
happens is
right?
they agitate the water molecules.
Yeah, is it?
So you put a
Dunno.
stew in, and you've got dumplings, you've got meat, and you've got veg. The bits
Love
with
a
more
microwave. We
water
wouldn't
in
have
them
Weatherspoons without
will
them.
heat up quicker because the water will bounce around more, and that's how
Has he got a
microwave
tiny little Hitler tash? Can you see that? Is that a tiny, tiny little tash that he's got going there? Just a little Charlie Chaplin. Just me?
This
Could be
little
a bit of
digit
sweat,
is
dunno.
cooking salmon, and this little digit is cooking baked apples.
The first countertop microwave oven was available in America from 1967, but it was only
Wow,
from the
that's a lot
80s
earlier
in
than
this
I thought.
country when it became a kitchen gadget must-have.
It's one of those gadgets
Salmon
that
in
we've
the
sort of
microwave, no
accepted, but
thank
we,
you.
we now accept it on its own terms. Really,
Heart
it's
monitor,
meant to
yeah,
be
or
cooking.
yeah,
really
that should be
good,
top 10.
really
the number of
fast.
lives that saved.
in the flesh. 1 minute per ration.
A golden date tart.
And actually, what it is cooking some things as long as you stop and stir them in a special container.
A special container?
Ah, yes. It was
Plastic.
only with the creation of the ready meal that the microwave oven found its true purpose. Quick food, made fast.
I'm thinking
made
full on
easy.
practicality, but mainly stupidity,
Really?
Adam, and I'm saying lighter's going to be number one.
microwave is
Yeah,
being
I mean, the
able to
lighter's an
close the door and come
amazing
back and there's
invention,
food.
isn't it?
The moment
Portable
you have to keep
fire.
opening things and stirring them. Well,
But number
frankly, I might
one,
as well cook.
we've not seen it yet, and they've flashed up a Zippo, so it'll be top
word,
10.
we're
It's
entering
got to be,
my
hasn't it? The
all-time
iPad.
top 10,
You've had the
and we're
fucking
flicking off
computer
the
below the
little kid
iPad.
on
What
the
a
gadget block.
hunk of fucking shit, Steve.
I can certainly
Sort it
count
out.
one high-profile fan.
The iPad is, in fact, everything that I love about
Outrageous.
technology. Affordable.
So do you have the laptop as well? Like you've had the home
Brilliant.
computer. Do you have a laptop too?
Unnecessary, and it saves me a lot of time.
Now you can create
Outrageous.
everything that you need that you would have had
in
Yeah,
just
Stephen picked the order,
random
apparently.
pads.
That's what he said,
You'd
anyway.
scribble down, lose notes,
And I,
lose
for one,
things
believe him,
all
'cause
over
he's
the place.
Stephen
Now
Fry,
you just
and he doesn't
collate it,
tell
put it all
porkies.
in this one machine.
You also have a keyboard on this. It's a full QWERTY keyboard, so you can type with 2 hands.
Put it on the table, dickhead.
Now, sarcasm will get you nowhere. What you also have at the touch of a finger are those ever so appealing extra applications, or apps, if you will, available to download. An entire universe in themselves.
The iPad lets you watch hentai in the car, you twat. Can a desktop do that? No.
Absolute
Right.
shit that you don't need. And it is brilliant. So now, I mean, I can monitor right now how
Genuinely
fast
be
my
surprised-
heart is racing.
genuinely wouldn't be
or
surprised
how
if
slow
pen is
I'm
number one.
walking,
Yeah.
Or how much poo I should bring out of
That's
my
a
body.
gadget, isn't it? A pen is a gadget, sort of. Is it? I don't even know what a gadget is anymore. I've heard that word too many times today.
What you really need is a laptop. What Apple have sold you
The
is
pen.
a
Do
laptop
you reckon pen?
without a keyboard.
Yeah,
or
we
a
haven't seen
stand.
headphones yet.
But 15 million people cannot be wrong. The iPad is, in many ways, more than just a
I mean,
gadget.
the
To us
smartphone should be
devotees,
way above
it's
the
almost a
iPad.
tablet of
Fucking mental. Yeah, the iPod will probably be on here as well, especially if this was 2011. I was looking a while ago, before Spotify really took off, and I wanted an iPad, an iPod Classic, and they were going for hundreds of pounds. Because I used to download all of my music from like Rapid Share and torrents and that. iPod Classic. I wonder if they're still expensive.
It just hypnotises the audience.
No, they've gone right down. But they have big hard drives on them. 160 gig hard drive on that. That's more than you'd ever need if you're just listening to music, not
So from the
audiobooks.
Apple
60 quid,
iPad
really
at
cheap
number
now.
10, which does so many things so astonishingly, we come to number 9, the Apple Peeler. You may think I've taken leave of my
Absolute
senses, but
fucking bullshit, Stephen. This is mental. The Apple Peeler. When's the last time you used an Apple Peeler? A fucking Apple Peeler. He's trolling. I don't think I've ever used an Apple Peeler. Just now. Bullshit, Reese. Cinder King, thank you so much for the bits, mate. Right, Adam, I'm off. Thank you very much for these streams. They've become a regular fixture of my week, and I'm very much looking forward to them. Much love from Germany. Much love to you as well, Cinder King. Thank you very much. You off to peel some apples?
But I think when you've seen
Stephen,
this
it
video,
is a
you'll be
Cora as
satisfied
well.
and
That's
delighted by it as I was when
That's
I
good.
first bought one. You simply pop the apple in here.
I mean, just eat the fucking skin.
And then you just drive forward, and the blade takes up the work, peels the apple, but more is happening, more is happening. It's so exciting I can barely contain myself. Look at this.
Fuck off.
And
shit, isn't
I pull off the apple, the core is left behind, and I have not just a peeled apple, but a perfectly sliced apple too. There's something desperately appealing, oh, no pun intended, in such a beautifully simple and yet complex, yet absurd.
He's winding us up here.
And about the fact
Eat the skin, that's the best bit. Thing is, if
long
Fry actually has chosen these, he loves his mechanical gadgets. He's a big fan of classic stuff. Yeah, he's an older gentleman, isn't he? Yeah, guys, not too surprising. He is trolling though.
They're kind of
Serious Tory behaviour.
Can't wait to show them to your friends.
So many
Oh,
portable
you must
apple
see my apple
slices.
peeler. And they think you're mad. And
I wasn't expecting it to be sliced as well. That's good. I thought it was going to core it and peel it, but the slicing action has done something for me there. The printer. The home printer. The hand. The stopwatch.
Man grows up.
The rock. The rock tumbler.
He fights.
The sword. The gun. The gun. The tool. It's just tools. Tools in general. Tools at number 8, wherever we are. The trowel. The wheel. The lighter. Here we go. The pen.
Progress.
The pen.
Literacy is the measure of a man or a nation.
But surely one of his greatest inventions
I'd have
is
put the
my
pen a little
next
higher.
Gadget, the ballpoint pen.
I can't imagine what life was like before.
Thought you'd put my fucking favourite
I mean,
rock tumbler in there.
imagine
Garman Road. To put your
Imagine
mind
the
/moaning at
queues.
rest. Collins Dictionary definition of
would
the
have
word
to
gadget.
memorise
A gadget is a small machine or device which does something useful. Okay.
87.
Like a bike?
Kettle. Just give me a kettle.
Like a fucking
Invented
bike.
by Hungarian newspaper editor Laszlo Biro.
A lot of these are not
Biro,
small
as we would say in
machines or
1938,
devices.
Mass
Come on.
production saw the ballpoint pen
Come
become
on.
the tool that enabled generations to write and
It was a
communicate.
folding bike. Yeah,
But now the
I
onslaught
still
of
call
the
it a
digital
small
age
device.
threatens the very existence of my favourite writing instrument.
Pens give you great literature.
There's other
Pens
stuff in
give
there
you a
that's
feeling
not.
that when you receive this paper in an envelope,
You know a
somebody
lever
has
counts as a
actually
machine,
taken
right? I didn't know that.
to address
Thanks for cluing me in.
write a
There's
letter.
got a, we're not going to see the dildo. The dildo's not getting. You can't put the dildo above the pen.
Observe
But the pen is mightier than the
decencies of
dildo, of course,
exchanging
as the saying
communication.
goes.
There is a finer sensory
My favourite writing
pleasure
instrument. What
in
else
the
do you fucking
world
use to
than
write? A
writing
pencil,
with a
maybe?
ballpoint pen
Timer
and a
raised 3?
banana. The
Duh.
the flesh, the glide of the ink on that skin is
Love a pen. Nothing wrong with
genuinely
pens, but
alluring. A little
the
smile
blender, I'd
there.
put dildo above pen.
That's all
Plank.
it takes. Am I happier than I've ever been? Almost.
He was quite funny, wasn't he, Rufus? Don't know why he doesn't get on TV anymore. The phone. There you go. Is that Alexander
Before
Graham Bell?
1876, if you said you could talk to someone
Oh.
that you couldn't
No.
see, there's a fair chance you may have been carted
Sherlock
away by men in
Holmes.
white coats. But thanks to the telephone,
mind.
such magic was made possible as it became the first gadget.
It is,
that made
is
us
it?
all connected.
Making
does
a
look like
phone
Sutcliffe.
call was quite a big deal because not only were you wasting money talking to someone you were only going to see at school, in fact, the next day, you were tying up the phone from the very important call that might come through from somebody else.
Tell you what I like, jam donuts.
Have we seen
and
the
phone
light
calls
bulb?
from
No, we
friends.
haven't seen
Bet
the
there's
light
someone
bulb.
love to hear your voice. Phone them now.
Quite
you
handy. I
think.
use light bulbs a
In fact,
lot.
home phone
Great
now is
gadget.
obsolete, isn't it, really, for most people?
Small machine or
Very
device.
odd.
Yeah,
It used to be
yeah,
your
a
main
light bulb.
lifeline out of the house.
The torch,
Makes you
the
feel quite
torch.
nostalgic, that little label in the middle saying fire, police, ambulance, dial 999.
No, not seen the TV yet. Number 6 is...
It's hard to believe that there was a time not
The
so
printer,
long ago when we used to lug around contraptions like these.
What
Yes,
is it?
It's the much-loved and much lighter laptop.
The laptop. You've had the
I
fucking
think when the
computer.
laptop
Oh,
came out,
fucking
it
come on.
felt absolutely transformational. So much power
Sure,
in a
yeah.
small grey box.
Makes sense, yeah.
It used to be that, oh, well, I can't do anything because I'm on a plane or I'm on a train. I get to read a book or, you know, just kick back and relax for an hour. Whereas now there's this expectation that your every waking moment can be filled with work. Thank you, laptop.
But it's not all business, Rufus. A recent survey suggests people aren't always working as hard as they say, spending 25% of their day on social network sites, 12% on shopping sites, while nearly a
Outrageous.
third admit
Sack 'em
to
all.
corrupting our hard drives.
Porn. That's really what it's about, isn't
Porn.
it?
Oh,
Guys.
no. Oh, God. Here we go. Okay. She said it. As if they've not mentioned porn for the home computer, the iPad. Porn is available on many a device. The smartphone? I guess maybe not back in 2011.
Being able
Please
to,
no
because, you
porn.
know, with
Please
the
no
desktop,
porn.
you
No
kind of
tits.
root
No
to the
tits. No tits. No
spot.
tits. No tits.
She comes in. You're stuck at the desktop, whereas at the laptop, you just literally shut up shop, wasn't doing anything, trying to book you a flight, darling. Love you.
Phew. Close call. The
arrival of this
typewriter.
gadget 130 years ago revolutionized the office as we knew it.
It does feel very grown-up 1950s secretary sitting at a typewriter, from what I remember, and that noise of the keys.
My mate Tim's about to buy a typewriter.
so wonderfully mechanical about
I think an electric one, because he's like, if I write on my laptop or my PC, I can't concentrate
Yes,
anymore
I
because there's
can't
so
think
many
of much that's
distractions.
as
And I think that makes quite a lot of
satisfying
sense.
as banging away at beautiful,
And I think with the electric typewriter, you write
Well,
it
once
out
upon
on
a
and the
time,
screen
I'd had
displays it,
trouble
and then
getting
you can
near
go
one.
back and
100
delete
years
stuff,
ago,
and then you press
over
return,
80% of
and it'll
professional typists
print it
were
to the paper.
Girls who want to become typists
Hipster.
and secretaries learn their job
He's
to
not.
use
He's not. Is he the same mate that goes train spotting? No, different mate. Different mate.
Demonstrates how vastly different
I keep good company.
technology
as you can
is
tell.
now
compared to not that long ago.
Yeah, I always wanted a
Yes, I
typewriter.
recall
I think
that
they're
it was as
beautiful things. I
recently
quite
as the
often
early
see them. There's a
1980s
thrift
that I wrote
store
my first
quite
comedy
near the
scripts at Cambridge
quite near the
on an
office,
old green
and we go in there once every couple of weeks. And there's always a typewriter, and I think that's a beautiful bit of kit. I'd quite like that. I'd never use it, just to have it on a shelf or something.
You want to get with the 21st century?
That is Lee Mack. Number 4, the telly. There you go. The telly at number 4. We've not seen Lighter yet. I'm a bit fucking worried here.
Queen's Fry.
William Herman Hunt.
Herman Hunt, correct.
Every pub quiz fact.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wonder of
William Herman Hunt.
Herman Hunt, correct.
every pub
He's something else, isn't he?
quiz fact.
I didn't
Wonder
know
of
Stephen
the
Fry was
universe.
on University
I
Challenge.
understand, because at some point.
Bye,
John
Adam. They're
Maloney
gorgeous. They
said,
are, aren't they? They are
What if I adjust the aerial like this?
beautiful gadgets.
Introduced in the 1930s, the television got a great reception, and by 1961, 3/4
It's
of
risky
British
getting
homes
thrift
had
or
one.
typewriters, never know the
Nowadays,
condition.
would spend
Yeah,
on average
but I
a
wouldn't
whopping
use it.
4
I'd just
hours
have
a
it.
day in front of the screen.
Bit wanky, isn't it?
It became an absolute mind blower.
Is he the inventor of the TV? No, he can't be.
Because there was an aerial on the roof, and all us kids was to run into the front garden just to look through the window.
60 years ago,
These are expensive now as well, because I've got a couple of old games consoles that I could convert the signal to digital and do it through HDMI, but I quite fancy in my board game room having an old telly. And I was looking at Facebook Marketplace, and they're like 150 quid for one of those.
Content with one TV, but progress dictates that one is never enough. Today they can be found in every room. They've even
Has
invaded
Finn
the
Balor got a massive
sanctity
knob?
of the
Yeah,
British
huge.
boudoir.
The first time my mum and dad said to me, you can have your own TV in your bedroom, and I thought, oh, this is amazing. And I had like a sort of a pink patented one, and that control to be able to choose whatever you wanted to watch, whenever you wanted to watch it. Was at the time just
the
amazing.
inventor of the television is Philo Farnsworth. I think he meant to say Philip Farnsworth, right?
Jumping up and down.
The guy off
Given that
Futurama.
without television,
Or
I'd have
is
to
that
get
who
a
invented the
proper
TV?
job.
Philio
I put it
Farnsworth.
right up there at
Who
number 4.
invented the TV? Oh, it is Philo Farnsworth. Was he Was he named after? What's this? Oh, the iPod. Charles Francis Jenkins and John Logie Bard. That's the name that I remember. There you go, the iPod. Shouldn't be this high.
I love you so much. Is amazing. It was just the most amazing gadget, really, when you think about it.
It was
You could
class.
have your entire music collection in your pocket.
It's the simplicity and the convenience of it that make it so desirable.
iPod over the TV, though, you're right.
It is beyond measure.
He's a
Just when
wind-up
we thought
merchant,
that
Stephen.
CDs were as clever as it got for music.
Hands up, he
the
used to watch the
world
10-minute
went all
preview for the
digital
old
and
Red Hot
heralding
TV on
one of the most
Freeview when you first got a
astonishing
TV
gadgets of all
and Freeview
time.
box.
What's your
And is
latest
well
toy?
up, my friend.
My latest toy? Well, I suppose it's the newest iPod.
What's an iPod?
I think we forget how
What's an
amazing
iPod back
the
in
iPod
2003?
actually is, because we're all so used to having it there.
What the Mart still uses an
Launched only
iPod.
10 years ago, the iPod has become the biggest-selling digital music player of all time. Up to 40,000 songs on tap. But sometimes too much choice is, well, too much.
That was Kazaa,
pretty much made
wasn't
a
it?
playlist of-
That was illegal. That's the Kazaa logo there. I remember that.
Too much choice is, well, too much.
I pretty much made a playlist of about 350 songs. If I want to, I can listen to another 30,000 songs. They're there, and it's nice that I know they're
That's
there.
the iPod Classic, I think. That one. Quite like the shuffle. Number 2 is the watch. Number 1's the lighter. Fuck me. No one's the lighter on
I can't
gadgets.
live without my watch.
I don't know what people did before. this
Yeah,
watch
the
was
watch is
becoming a
amazing.
mobile
It
sunlight.
is, isn't it? It's got to be the lighter.
I forgot to put
Fuck
it
off,
on when I
Rachel
came out,
Riley.
and it feels a bit weird, a bit naked. Don't look at me.
If you kind of think about it, this very, very small piece of mechanic on my wrist right now is
Do you love a
completely
nice watch?
controlling this globe. Everything is
Quite
judged
fancy one of
on
the old
time,
Casios with the
and that
keyboard
is
on them. I think
all
they're called
being controlled by
telememos.
this one piece of stainless
Very
steel
hipster,
equipment
though.
on my
Very
wrist.
hipster.
Quite phenomenal.
Yes, so close to the top of my list
Dildo
is
has
the
been robbed,
fabulously
unless the lighter
intricate
didn't make it, but I've got a feeling it did because we saw it
The
earlier.
soldiers
A
during
lot
the
of people
Boer
talking about the
Wars
old lighter.
used leather
Could be the
straps
light bulb
to
as well,
fix
yeah.
pocket
I
watches
might
to
be
their
getting ahead of
wrists
myself.
So they could free up their hands for
I think it's going to be the
combat.
lighter, isn't it?
Today, some say that they're becoming obsolete, but there are still plenty
I mean, you
of
can certainly
discerning
make a
people
good
out
point
there
for
who
the lighter.
appreciate
It's a top
beauty
10
and
gadget. If you want to call it a
convenience
gadget, and I
simple
guess it
time.
fits that definition that was
Got a
posted
stopwatch
earlier.
one for when you're doing like stand up and you want to keep to time, and then there's the regular one just for keeping time, like during the day.
Portable
And then I've
fire
got,
is
like,
an
another
amazing
one that's,
thing.
like, sort of go out your
They
watch.
sell those
A lot of people say because of technology
keyboard
convergence
Casios
that
on Amazon.
The
Oh, do
wristwatch
they?
will eventually die away. Well, it's much easier to do that than it is to
I might get one.
go in your pocket, get that
Maybe
out,
the
flick
fish
it and look, at your, look
Yeah,
at the
man,
time.
he just fucks with us. The orange peeler is number one. We've had the Apple Cora slicer peeler at number 8, was it, or something? Number 6. It was fucking high.
Of all gadgets.
It's the lighter, isn't it? It's the
Number
lighter.
one.
Look at his
Well,
desk.
been
It's not
quite
there.
journey, hasn't it? We started with the karaoke machine.
I don't see a lighter in sight.
The typewriter, the pen, the telephone, the iron, the iPod, even
Dildo,
glamorous
dildo,
songs.
dildo,
What, in the words of
dildo,
that teenage
dildo. Come on.
is better than all the rest. I've thought long and hard about this. And I remembered recently a story of a friend of mine who was with a group of explorers who went to an island far, far off New Guinea, where they encountered...
It's a dildo. It's a dildo. He's telling... And they forgot their
A tribe
dildos.
who'd never seen Westerners before and who were deeply impressed by the gadgets.
Oh, they discovered the dildo. The explorers discovered the
My
dildo.
friend was particularly excited because he knew that the next day a seaplane would be landing nearby. They'd radioed ahead, and he thought their faces.
Big
when they
dildo
see
delivery.
them can fly.
Dill delivery.
The plane duly landed, and he pointed up, and the tribe looked, and were distinctly unimpressed. And after a flurry of interpretations,
Come on, get on with it,
he
Stephen.
discovered that their reaction was this: well, of course you can fly. You can make flame come from your fingers.
There it is.
And it reminded me that it's not the order in which things are invented that makes them the most impressive. It's the importance they have to humanity. So my number one is this: fire with a flick of the fingers.
He does make a good point, doesn't he? I don't know if I'd put it above the computer, though, you know? Oh, I don't know.
It's Olympian to be able to have your pockets on fire like that. You know,
A lot of
Jones
booze in the
himself
chat. Imagine if I
punished
whipped out an
Prometheus
Avercock
for
flashlight.
stealing the power of fire.
$39.99,
And to
by
have
the
it
way.
on
Did
such
she
a
have her
casual
own
basis
branded
that
flashlights?
you can just put your hand in your pocket and take fire out like that. You know, that's the power of the gods.
The lighter as a gadget is really quite clever.
What the fuck is Stephen on?
It is to set something on fire.
Hashtag justice for dildo. There you go. Number one.
Revolutionised
Yeah, it's great for
life for smokers.
smoking
obviously,
tabs.
particularly, but also people that like going camping.
I mean, I know it's a nice idea to, compare yourself to Bear Grylls and rub sticks together in the wood, but in reality, if you're lighting a bonfire, you don't want to faff about. You just want to get the thing lit.
One use of the lighter that baffles me is this.
You can't hold a lighter up for more than, 30 seconds without getting a burn. So there's loads of people sort of lost in the moment, having a little tear, getting burnt, and then doing it again. It's ridiculous. I wouldn't bring pain to myself like that for a slow song.
So, there you are, a piece
Stephen
of
blazing up,
pocket-sized
you reckon?
magic which conquers a problem that for
Fucking
millennia
stupid, not gonna
stumped our
lie.
ancestors.
Been a very, very
The need for
controversial
fire
list, this one.
On demand.
Fire on
Anytime,
demand is your
anywhere.
number one. The
The
portable
lighter is my
lighter.
greatest of all gadgets.
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Not sure about the order. Not sure about the order. Anyway, that's me off. I am done. I won't see you next Tuesday, as I mentioned. Can't be arsed with a raid. I'm going back to bed because I still feel very, very hungover. No marbles. I'm off. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. there's some cool stuff coming to the channel, which will a really fun video which should drop I think tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned there, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. So I'll see you not next Tuesday. So call me a cunt with an extra N in it. See you not next Tuesday. Yeah, that works. Cunt. Nah, you spelled it wrong. Come on. See you in a few weeks, cunt. See you in a bit, Justed. Thank you very much. Give us some marbles after this. No, I'm off. See you later, Kenny. There you go. Double N. Are you guys going to complain? All you guys are going to complain this number one choice. Then you're going to get your lighter out for a cigarette. Not me, pal. Not me, pal. I don't partake. See you in a bit anyway. All the best. Bye. See ya.